right, get.
On that water? Yeah, I have video of it. He went down there, ran across the water, and went back up, and he's probably somewhere up in this area. What? Whoa! Whoa!
Fishing is peaceful until something drags you in. These 30 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, reveal the dark side of a simple day on the water. Let's dive in. You won't believe what happens next to this fisherman. This kid's usually pulling off some wild stunts, stuff like spearfishing and diving for shells. But this time, the tables turned. Right after tossing his catch onto the boat, a blacktip reef shark launched itself straight at him. The young legend made it out unharmed and says the shark was just going for the fish, not him. Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. A lone fisherman was out paddling his canoe far from shore when his biggest fear became real. A shark showed up and began circling his boat. He did his best to hold it off, and luckily he made it back to land unharmed. Michelle Haywood headed out for a routine morning swim off the coast of Cape Town, expecting nothing more than a refreshing start to her day. But the ocean felt strange, darker, warmer, and unusually foamy. Even the taste of the water seemed off.
Let's go swimming! I don't know if you guys can see the rainbow. Probably not. Don't even feel the cold.
After uploading a video of her swim, viewers quickly pointed out the disturbing truth. She had unknowingly swum through raw sewage. What she thought was sea foam was actually E. coli contamination.
There's a beautiful tone of that E. coli on your face.
I was playing in the foam.
It's not foam, it's E. coli, baby. It looks beautiful. It's a nice colour. What do you call that?
It's like more salty than usual.
I think we call it the inner self. The inner self, E. coli. There we go. It's beautiful. That's it.
It was fun.
Talk about bonding with people in the sun there. That's beautiful.
I'm seriously shivering now from the cold water, but look how bad this looks.
Her casual remarks about the water's color and saltiness took on a far more horrifying meaning in hindsight. Though Michelle walked away unharmed, the experience was deeply unsettling. A peaceful swim had turned into a disgusting nightmare, and a viral cautionary tale. While out fishing in Florida, a confrontation broke out.
You know there's no fishing on this property, right?
Hey, how about we try the business on my mind?
Oh, really? Oh, bastard.
Hey, what is you?
I like people who follow the goddamn rules. I mean, that's what's wrong.
Call cops.
I'm going to. And go down to the office.
A woman approached a man, furious that he was fishing on what she claimed was restricted property. Without warning, she tried to push him into the water. The man barely flinched, staying calm as the bizarre encounter unfolded in just a few seconds. Thankfully, no one was hurt. But it raises the question, how would you have responded if someone came at you like that? Back in 2017, 3 fishermen in Greenland faced a terrifying close call. While out near Karen Fjord, the unthinkable occurred.
Hey,
A huge section of the mountain broke off and plunged into the sea. Moments later, a powerful tsunami formed and raced toward them. The waves slammed the coast, but luckily, they survived. A shark slammed into the rear of his kayak. His response? Strangely calm, like it wasn't his first time. The kayak rocked from the impact, but fortunately, it stayed upright. Sarah Bryn was enjoying a quiet afternoon of fishing off a dock in Myrtle Beach when she snagged what felt like a solid 5-pound channel bass. But just as she began reeling it in, chaos erupted.
Oh, he's got no line. That wheel line.
Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus Christ! It's all mine! It's all mine! Get it!
Shit,
Son of a bitch! It's a shark!
It's a shark! A shark! It's a big ass shark!
It's on your pole, baby. Keep reeling. Keep reeling.
Oh, God.
Oh, I got that on camera!
Did you have it on camera?
Woo! Oh. You should have seen that shark!
Out of nowhere, a large shark lunged from the water, stealing the catch right off her line. She could hardly believe what she'd just witnessed, shaking with adrenaline. What started as a peaceful fishing trip turned into an unforgettable shark encounter. A group was fishing in the Florida Everglades when one man stood at the edge of the boat, tossing fish into the water. Moments later, the surface shifted. Something massive was lurking below.
2 seconds. Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Before anyone could react, a huge shark exploded out of the water and latched onto his arm. Luckily, it released him seconds later, and his friends dragged him back onto the boat. Shaken but alive, the group made a quick decision. They were done fishing for the day. In Ukraine, a fisherman spotted a young boy stranded on a drifting block of ice in the middle of a freezing river. With no time to waste, he acted quickly, casting his fishing line toward the boy, who managed to grab hold. The fisherman then slowly reeled him in, guiding him carefully toward the shore.
Не бойся. Не поворачивайся. Смотри на меня. На меня смотри, на меня. Все нормально, жив-здоров.
Все точно, все хорошо.
Все, он уже возле берега. Уже все. Так, кто-то там полегче есть? Чтобы руку ему подать, чтобы не упал. Ну вот и все. А вот сейчас ремня тебе дать бы.
The tension was high, but the boy stayed calm, following instructions the entire way. Thankfully, the rescue worked. He made it back to land safely, without even getting wet. A group of friends was enjoying a calm day out on the water when things suddenly took a chaotic turn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
All right, get up the bow. Get up to the bow.
Get up in the bow.
Get up to the bow. You okay? All right. Woo. I don't know what we're gonna do about this. Dan. Need some help over here. Holy moly.
Out of nowhere, a whale leapt straight into their boat, stunning everyone on board. Panic set in as they scrambled for balance and tried to figure out what to do.
Rick, got a mayday? Mayday. Hey, Z-Man, come over here and give me help. Mark, Z-Man, mayday.
We're coming.
It's all right, we're good.
They called out to nearby fishermen for help, working together to safely return the whale to the sea. Thankfully, no one was hurt, human or animal. But it was a powerful reminder that when you're out on the water, the unexpected can happen in an instant. While magnet fishing in a swamp, this man stumbled upon something far beyond what he expected.
Dude, whatever this is really stuck in the mud. Like big time. What is this? Oh my gosh, you guys. It's a flippin' safe. I can see the buttons on it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Don't lose this. I don't know how to get it. I don't want to let go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I found a safe. There's no way. I got it, dude. I got it. Oh, shut up. You guys. Yup. Look it. It's got the freaking buttons on there. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's no way. It looks like it's still closed, yo. Oh my. Oh no. It's open. I just have a feeling that there's probably something in here that I might not want to find. Dude, there's a jar. Oh my gosh, there's a jar in here. I'm starting to get freaked out. Okay, okay, this is definitely like drugs. This is probably the drugs right here. I don't know, man. I'm so afraid. I really should not be sticking my hand in there. I just shouldn't. That's a bag. That's a bag of what? Who knows, dude? Hold on. Yo, you guys, something in a baggie. Oh, we're putting that back. We're putting that back.
At first, his magnet latched onto something heavy, buried deep in the mud and refusing to budge. After a long struggle, he managed to pull it out. A safe, complete with buttons and a locking mechanism. Excited, he began checking its contents. Inside were multiple items, some sealed in jars, others in small baggies, all coated in thick mud. But what started as a fun discovery quickly turned unsettling. One jar looked particularly suspicious, and the contents raised immediate red flags. As he continued digging through the safe, his excitement turned into hesitation. He admitted feeling like he was uncovering something he probably shouldn't be touching. The baggies inside the safe resembled illegal substances, and the scene suddenly felt more like a crime investigation than a hobby outing. No one knows where the safe came from, what was truly inside, or who it belonged to. But it's safe to say it left behind more questions than answers. A group of friends was relaxing by the river when their peaceful day took a terrifying turn. Out of nowhere, a huge snake lunged at one of them. Luckily, he moved just in time and avoided getting hurt. The footage quickly went viral, though not without controversy. Some people claimed the snake was CGI. In today's world, it's hard to tell, but it sure looked real. This fisherman was casually tossing leftover bait into the water when something unexpected happened.
Oh, Jack got it. Oh, dang, no. That was perfect.
As he threw another piece in, the surface exploded. A juvenile Goliath grouper, likely over 100 pounds, launched upward and snatched it in a flash. These enormous fish were once nearly wiped out by overfishing, but they've been quietly making a comeback thanks to legal protections. Luckily for us, Goliath groupers may be massive, but they don't see humans as prey. Jay Fishing and his friends were enjoying a quiet day at an urban creek just outside the city when things took an unexpected turn. Police sirens grew louder in the distance.
Oh my god.
For sure on the path.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a dude right there. Let's go. Let's go. He ran, jumped down, ran across and got up on the other side. Yeah. Let's just walk a little.
Then, out of nowhere, a man sprinted through the creek, splashing across to the other side before vanishing into the trees. Moments later, officers arrived, asking if they had seen anything.
Yo, are you looking for some guys? Yeah, we are. He just ran this way. On that water? Yeah, I have video of it. He went down there, ran across the water, and went back up, and he's probably somewhere up in this area.
He went that way.
Yeah, he went that way. I have video proof of it.
Jay had caught the whole thing on video and showed them the footage, helping direct the search. What started as a simple fishing trip quickly turned into a live police chase. None of them knew who the man was or what he had done, but it was clear he was running from something serious. While out fishing in the open ocean, this group of anglers hooked something incredible.
I don't even know how to describe it. Oh, look at his fins, first of all. This is like, oh my, that's bigger than a basketball. Look at this, my hand. Oh my God. Look at this.
At first, they weren't even sure what it was. Its size, its fins, everything about it was massive. It turned out to be a grouper, one of the ocean's true giants. Some, like the Goliath grouper, can reach over 8 feet in length and weigh more than 800 pounds. Known for their raw power and sudden bursts of energy, these fish can pull fishermen toward the water or escape into the depths in seconds. Landing one, it's an absolute feat, and if you love wild catches, don't miss this next video. A man was calmly filming a pelican gliding across the still water when something unexpected happened.
Holy shit! Yeah! Yo! They came at me! That was insane.
Without warning, a sharp fin cut through the surface. A shark was heading straight toward him. In a flash, it veered away and disappeared into the depths. The encounter lasted only seconds, but it was enough to leave him rattled. Thankfully, he escaped without injury. Just a story he'll never forget. While walking along the beach searching for seashells, a collector noticed something unusual sticking out of the sand. Curious, he used his tools to carefully dig it out, only to reveal a strange, alien-looking creature. Its underside featured a circular mouth surrounded by tiny, wiggling tentacles. Though it looked like something from another planet, many viewers identified it as a cuttlefish, a fascinating but surprisingly common ocean dweller. A fisherman headed out onto a murky river, expecting a calm, uneventful day. But instead of fish, he came face to face with something far more unsettling.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, shoot! Woo!
A snake appeared, slithering straight toward his boat, completely ignoring his efforts to scare it away. To his horror, it climbed aboard. Now stuck in the middle of the water with an uninvited guest, fear took over. How he got out of that situation is still a mystery. While fishing by a river in Indonesia, a man spotted what looked like a small fish skeleton among the rocks, but as he cleared the debris, he stopped cold. The remains had a skull oddly shaped like a human head and a spine that tapered off into something like a tail. The entire thing was no more than 15 inches long. Some online called it a mermaid. Others claimed it was a mutated fish or even a new species. Still, something about it felt off. Creeped out, the fisherman tossed it back into the river. We may never know what it really was. During a devastating flood in Vietnam's Gia Lai province, one farmer accomplished what few believed was even possible. While working in a rural area, the 35-year-old heard desperate cries for help coming from a nearby river. Two people were trapped, and rescue teams couldn't reach them due to the violent current. Acting fast, he rushed home, grabbed his $150,000 agricultural drone, and tied a rope to it. Then, with incredible focus, he flew it across the raging waters, guiding each person to safety one by one. Against all odds, a farmer and his drone became unexpected heroes that day. Deep in the Alaskan wilderness, a group of fishermen were quietly casting their lines into the river, unaware that something far larger was making its way through the nearby brush.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Hey! Hey! Hey, bear! Hey! Hey! Hey, bear! Hey! Hey! Hey, bear, get! Hey! Hey! Get! Hey! Get! Bear! Hey! Hey! Bear! Shit!
Alright, that fucking bear just stole my bag.
Hey, bear! Hey!
Shit.
Hey!
Should I throw a fucking rock at him?
Hey! Hey, bear! Get!
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, a bear just ate my freaking fishing bag.
Suddenly, a massive grizzly bear appeared. It wandered down to the water's edge, casually feasting on salmon just feet away from the stunned fishermen. Tension rose quickly as the bear approached their gear. One man tried yelling to scare it off, but it was no use. The bear grabbed a fishing bag and walked off like it owned the place. Even more concerning, they realized it might have been a cub, which meant the mother could be nearby. Thankfully, after a brief standoff, the bear disappeared back into the trees. A group of friends were spending time at a beach in New Jersey when they spotted something truly bizarre.
This is why I'm from the water, man. What are you talking about? What the hell is that? What the fuck? Holy crap! What the fuck is going on out here? I know I'm not crazy right now. Hold up. What? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Lord have mercy. Hold on, just so we know, this ain't no BS right here. I'm on the beach right now. Look, I'm looking at the sky. You don't see no stars, right? No stars. No stars in the sky. Look at the ocean. Nothing, right? Nothing. Nothing. Can't even see the ships, right? Oh, I think I might have lost them. They might have disappeared. Yeah, they're gone now.
Strange glowing shapes began rising out of the ocean, floating silently into the night sky. There were no stars visible above, no ships on the water, and no sound at all. The lights didn't blink, didn't flicker. They simply hovered for a moment, then vanished. Stunned by what they saw, the group posted the footage online, hoping for answers, but no one could explain what they had witnessed. Some viewers suggested drones or flares. Others were convinced it was something not from this world. Whatever it was, it left behind more questions than answers. While fishing off the coast of Thailand, a man noticed the weather suddenly shift. The sky darkened, and the air grew tense. Sensing something was off, he grabbed his phone and started recording. Capturing a massive waterspout twisting across the ocean. The powerful funnel lasted for about 5 minutes before disappearing. Soon after, heavy rain and fierce winds hit the coast. Thankfully, the fishermen made it to safety without injury. Off the coast of Australia, a group of fishermen spotted something large and dark moving just beneath the surface near their boat.
There's another one coming. There's another one coming. Submarine. Oh, shit.
That's the conning tower on the sub.
What the fuck? You've never dive on a submarine, Vic. That's the best.
At first, they assumed it was a whale, but then a conning tower broke through the water. To their shock, it was a submarine surfacing unexpectedly close. The periscope briefly appeared before the vessel slipped back beneath the waves. No one was hurt, but the unexpected encounter left everyone stunned. It's not every day you see a submarine that close up. While fishing at a quiet pond near Nashville, Tennessee, a couple noticed something unusual moving in the water.
This is way too big to be a squirrel.
I think it's 2.
That's not a turtle, is it? Hold up.
I really think it's otters.
Why would there be an otter?
Like it's a lake?
But like, it swam all the way through that?
From a distance, it appeared as a dark, twisting shape, slowly shifting in the murky surface. At first, they couldn't tell if it was an animal or something else entirely. But as they moved closer, the mystery unraveled. It wasn't anything supernatural, just 2 large snapping turtles mating beneath the surface. Snapping turtles, especially the alligator variety, can grow to impressive sizes and move with deliberate, almost eerie slowness. It was easy to mistake them for something far more unsettling. While out at sea, a group of fishermen pulled up something they'd never seen before. It was flat-bodied, with 2 sharp, fang-like teeth, nothing like the typical catch they were used to. After some research, the creature was identified as a red-toothed tigerfish, a deep-sea predator known for its fierce bite and strange appearance. These rare fish usually inhabit tropical waters and prefer the open ocean, making such close encounters extremely uncommon. A man was enjoying a peaceful summer day off the coast of Australia when he noticed something unusual in the water.
He's just come straight at me again. Oh, how intimidating is this? Yeah.
Gliding effortlessly toward his drifting boat was a sea snake, one of the ocean's more mysterious and often misunderstood creatures. It approached with curiosity, even slithering up briefly to investigate. Then, just as smoothly, it turned and disappeared beneath the surface. Neither man nor snake seemed alarmed, just quietly intrigued by the encounter. It ended peacefully. But the question remains, would you have stayed this calm? Fisherman Roman Fedortsov recently pulled up something truly bizarre while trawling in the deep sea. The creature had a gray, bulbous body and an otherworldly appearance, so strange it left his Instagram followers stunned. At first glance, it looked like something alien, but Roman later identified it as a smooth lumpsucker, a deep-sea fish rarely seen near the surface. Its unusual look was likely caused by pressure changes during the ascent. Still, it's not the kind of catch you see every day.
Great white. Great white.
I'm just...
You know this person or what?
No, we just seen him flailing over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're over here too?
Yeah, I was over there fishing on that bank.
Oh, y'all together?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the DNR and I'm going to the sheriff.
What are you doing? Go away!
Fishing is peaceful until something drags you in. These 6 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, reveal the dark side of a simple day on the water. Let's dive in. It was supposed to be just another early morning adventure at sea. The plan was simple: launch the kayak, enjoy the glassy water, and maybe catch something worth bragging about. The location was known for its unique charm: a paddle through a quiet river mouth, dragging the kayak over a sandbar, and finally reaching the open ocean. On this particular morning, the weather was unusually calm. No wind, barely a ripple. A rare moment of peace along that rugged coastline.
Well, good morning. It is about 6:15 for me here, and I've just paddled the kayak out through the river mouth here, which is quite a nice little warm-up. It's a really cool thing about this spot. You get to paddle through a river, then wheel your kayak over the sandbar and out to the sea. But we have glamour conditions out there today. Almost no wind and almost no swell, which is not a common occurrence at this spot. So I'm very, very stoked to get out there.
By 6 a.m., he had paddled out, fully immersed in the peaceful rhythm of the sea. Everything felt normal, until it didn't.
Yep, here we go. Just tossed the lure up while I was moving to the other ledge. Good kahawai for a live bait.
After landing a decent live bait fish, he began to sense something strange. The fish, moments ago thrashing with energy, seemed almost paralyzed. Then, without warning, a dark shape cut through the water. A great white shark. Massive.
Little rascal. Stay out of the reef. What the Great white! Great white!
Silent. It passed the kayak with unnerving grace. At first, he kept paddling, hoping it would leave. But the shark had other plans.
Oh, mate, get out of the rudder. Holy shit. Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me. Fuck me. He's following me. Fuck me. Leave me alone. If I throw a water bottle in the water, it might grab his attention and he might go and eat it. Oh, he's coming closer. He's right on my tail. All right, we'll throw this water bottle. He's turned on the water bottle.
It began tailing him, drawing closer, shadowing every stroke. In a desperate attempt to distract it, he tossed a water bottle into the ocean. It didn't work. The shark was locked on. For a moment, it disappeared from view. A moment that only increased the fear. Where was it? Was it directly underneath?
Oh yeah, he's still back there. He's about 20 meters behind me now. He's coming closer. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but I'm shitting bricks right now. Far out. When a great white gets to that size, its main food source is marine mammals, and I'm a marine mammal right now. I don't know where he's gone, but I gotta turn these cameras off. Oh shit, that was him. Shit, that huge swirl behind me. I hope that front camera picked it up. Oh, fuck me. He's still following me. He's got a distance, but he could swim up on me at any moment.
Time stretched. His heart pounded. The predator was still there, maintaining distance, but never truly leaving. At any point, it could close the gap. He didn't stop paddling. He couldn't. Eventually, after an exhausting sprint toward safety, he reached the shore, shaken, alive, and very aware of how narrowly he had escaped. Many viewers have debated the shark's behavior. Was it simply curious, or testing its prey? At that size, great whites primarily hunt marine mammals. In the water, a person paddling on a kayak can easily resemble a seal from below. Did the shark ever intend to strike, or was it just warning him off? Either way, it leaves one chilling thought. How many times have we come closer to danger than we'll ever know? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. May 1st, 2025. In the cold waters off Russia's far eastern primary Cray, a diver set out to record what he thought would be a relaxing underwater excursion. The footage was later uploaded to the personal YouTube channel of Edwin Sanchez de Jesus, a small but eclectic corner of the platform known for humorous memes, short comedic skits, and the occasional glimpse of nature's raw beauty. But this particular video stood out. It wasn't a joke, and it wasn't staged. It was something else entirely. The diver descended slowly, camera in hand, documenting the marine life drifting silently around him. For a while, the video remained serene, fish gliding by, beams of light filtering through the water. But just as he drifted near a rock formation, a sudden jolt in the footage shattered the calm. Tentacles surged into frame. An octopus, seemingly out of nowhere, had latched onto him. The diver flailed, his breathing ragged, the camera shaking violently as he struggled against the grip. Then, just as suddenly, it let go. The footage steadied, and the diver backed away, clearly shaken, but alive. It's rare for octopuses to attack humans unprovoked. Was this an unusually territorial creature, or had the diver unknowingly triggered a defense response? Some commenters pointed out the species might have mistaken the camera's movements for prey. Others believe it was just a freak encounter. But even a brief moment like this is enough to remind us. Nature never plays by our rules. The diver was lucky. He walked, or rather, swam, away. But what if he hadn't? What if the octopus hadn't let go? Out in the depths, even a few seconds of struggle can make all the difference. And as this video shows, sometimes danger hides in silence until it grabs hold. Joe set out for a peaceful day on the river, focused on one thing: fishing. He drifted quietly on his kayak, reeling in his line, surrounded by calm water and nature. But what started as a relaxing trip would soon unravel into a deeply unsettling confrontation. one that left him questioning just how far some people are willing to go when no one's watching. While Joe was fishing alone on the water, a nearby boat suddenly approached. Without warning, the people on board doused him and his gear by making a sharp, deliberate turn near his kayak. Before he could even react, they circled back and repeated the act.
What are you doing? Go away! What are you literally doing, bro?
A man on the shore tried to intervene, shouting at them, but the group sped off. Trying to shake off the encounter, Joe continued fishing, but other people along the river warned him. This wasn't the first time that group had caused problems. He waited for them to disappear before moving on, but the threat wasn't over.
Alright, we just got attacked, well not attacked, but yeah, kind of attacked by those bin chickens. We've had to come up into this little creek because as soon as I go into that main river, they just see me and they just come rearing and try and like splash me with water and be absolute bin chickens. So I've had to come up the creek until they leave, which could be a while. So it looks like we're fishing here.
As he paddled downriver again, two boats came charging directly toward him. Alarmed, Joe veered into a small creek, hoping to avoid a direct encounter. But the group followed, splashing water into his boat and continuing their harassment. Feeling trapped, Joe grabbed a rock to intimidate them, and eventually, they pulled back. Later, two other fishermen nearby who had seen everything advised against calling the police, not because it wasn't serious, but because, according to them, this group was known and usually stopped short of actual violence.
Wait, can you help me if these guys want to punt? Surely you help if these guys want to punt. Did you see what they just did? I didn't throw any. Huh? I didn't throw any. I picked one up. Yeah, well why are you spraying my kayak? If your boat's so good, why can't a rock hit it?
What? Wait, what did he say?
If your boat's so good, why can't a rock hit it?
No, we won't. We're just scared of it.
Bro, I'm gonna call the cops.
No, they'll go away. If I do anything, then just call them.
Where?
Just film on your GoPro and get their faces.
You know what, I'm gonna call my dad. He's just down the road.
Just leave it. They'll leave you alone.
Still, the group continued making comments, circling back and provoking Joe until he finally contacted his father to come and pick him up. Only then did the situation de-escalate. This wasn't just a random prank. The coordination and persistence suggest the group had done this before. Some speculate they target lone kayakers intentionally, knowing how isolated certain parts of the river are. If Joe hadn't stood his ground or had been further downriver, where no one else could witness it, what would have happened? Out in the wild, far from help, how quickly can a harmless joke turn into something far more dangerous? What began as a simple day of fishing turned into something no one was prepared for. Two friends were casting lines along Buffalo Bayou, just outside downtown Houston, a location they'd chosen for its calm water and urban backdrop. They brought cameras, intending to document the trip for their YouTube channel. But before the day was over, they would find themselves at the center of a tragedy they never expected to witness. While fishing near a spillway, the pair heard a sudden commotion coming from farther up the bayou. One of them spotted someone struggling in the water, right beneath a nearby bridge.
Ew. Oh, goddamn, it hurts. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
I'm just.
You know this person or what?
No, we just seen him flailing over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're over here too?
Yeah, I was over there fishing on that bank.
Oh, y'all were together?
Yeah. Him and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's sad, dude.
Unless he just started swimming, just got tired and got in the middle and just started panicking.
That's what he was panicking. You can see him flailing. He was under that bridge right there, right in the middle, right there.
Which side was he on? This side or that side?
In the middle.
No, which way was he going? Was he coming?
Oh, he was. I didn't see it. He was in the middle when we seen him.
Jamaican calling him.
Ah, yo pensaba que se había tirado del puente. I thought he jumped from the bridge.
No, estaba con ellos.
I guess he's saying that he was with those guys over there. Man, that's crazy, dude. Do you think HPD's gonna bring a boat to search for him?
Yeah, PD's. They're gonna bring divers.
Divers and stuff. Yeah, he might be a good ways down now.
Hey, you were fishing?
Yeah, we're fishing.
With cameras too?
Yeah, we have YouTube channels. So we were at the spillway over there.
Way over there?
Yeah, and he heard the flailing, and I looked, and his head was right here in the middle.
How far are y'all now?
At the spillway right over there. Yeah, way over there. You see the, huh? Yeah, right over there. To the right of the spillway.
Oh, to the right of it?
Yeah, to the right of the spillway. We ran over.
The man appeared to be in distress, flailing, clearly unable to stay afloat. Within moments, he vanished beneath the surface. As emergency responders were called in, the fishermen rushed toward the scene, hoping to help or at least pinpoint where the person had last been seen. They weren't the only ones. Others along the water's edge had also witnessed the event unfold in real time. From what they could gather, the individual had jumped off the bridge, possibly on a dare, and likely experienced cold shock shortly after entering the water. Firefighters, police, and paramedics arrived quickly, launching a recovery operation with divers and search boats. Despite their efforts, the outcome was grim. The YouTuber, out of respect for the victim's family, chose not to publish all the footage he had captured that day. Some believe the man underestimated the temperature and current of the bayou. Others suggest peer pressure may have played a role. Urban waterways, especially near bridges, can be deceptively dangerous, with sudden drops, debris, and cold pockets that can quickly overwhelm even strong swimmers. If help had reached him just a minute sooner, would the outcome have changed? It's a chilling reminder that in the age of social media, dares, and risky challenges, the cost of a moment's thrill can sometimes be irreversible. Marcus, a seasoned angler, set out early one morning to a serene, frozen lake. The air was biting cold, around -5 degrees Celsius, but the stillness and beauty of the landscape made it feel worth the trip. He came prepared with his gear, his camera, and confidence in the solid ice beneath his feet. But hidden beneath the calm surface was a danger he hadn't anticipated. After spending some time fishing in solitude, Marcus noticed signs that the ice was weakening. Taking no chances, he packed up and began the trek back toward land, switching on his GoPro to document the journey. But just as he started moving, the worst happened. The ice beneath him gave way. Without warning, Marcus plunged into the freezing water. He latched onto the surface, struggling to haul himself out. Using ice picks, he fought to gain traction. But each attempt shattered more of the ice around him. Every second in the icy depths was a battle. His muscles stiffened, his coordination faltered, and the cold bit deeper with each passing moment. Eventually, he found a sturdier edge and pulled himself out, only to have the ice collapse again, pulling him back into the freezing lake. Despite the pain and the shock setting in, Marcus kept going, crawling, breaking through ice, clawing his way forward. After what felt like an eternity, he reached a shallow stretch where he could finally stand. Soaked, trembling, and barely able to move, he stumbled ashore and collapsed, alive, but completely spent. Survival experts often say the first minute in freezing water is the most dangerous. Cold shock alone can cause a person to inhale water or lose control of their limbs. What saved Marcus may have been his gear, his experience, and sheer willpower. The presence of ice picks was crucial, allowing him to grip the surface when his hands couldn't. How many solo fishermen venture onto thin ice each winter, unaware of how fast conditions can change? Marcus survived this time, but would he take the same risk again? Bill and his friend John were deep into a fishing tournament, enjoying the steady rhythm of casting lines and reeling in fish.
Right in the net. That should be right.
Should be, but bump him.
It'll be close. Oh, he might be short actually.
Really?
He popped off right in the net though. It's a keeper. John just saved it. He's a little squeaker baby, but he's gonna keep. That's number 2, potentially 3. Like I said, we don't know if John's first one's a keeper or not.
Spirits were high. With each catch, the two debated measurements and celebrated close calls, the kind of lighthearted tension that comes with friendly competition. But what started as a laid-back day on the water would take an unexpectedly hostile turn.
I'm going to go to the DNR and I'm going to the sheriff. The guy in the nitro over there was 50 feet from us and he took off full blast just because we were bluegill fishing and he was bass fishing that island, and that's bullshit.
Hey, why don't you take it up with the individual instead of yelling at the whole group?
No,
you ain't gonna come here and start the motherfucker.
I got it. I'll talk with him and we'll get it straightened out. I mean, I turned that fish 30 years ago with a fucking kid.
Okay, we got it. We'll talk with him. We'll get him straightened out.
This is not acceptable.
Okay.
You know, and you're in charge.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
As they prepared to weigh their latest catch, the mood shifted. A man from a nearby boat stormed over to their group, visibly upset. According to him, someone in a base boat had sped too close to his fishing area, stirring up the water and ruining his chances. Though the accused had been targeting a different species in another spot, the man was convinced it was an intentional act of disrespect. His frustration boiled over, and the confrontation grew heated. Voices rose, accusations flew. For a brief moment, it felt as if things might escalate further. Tensions only began to de-escalate after one of the tournament organizers intervened and assured him the matter would be addressed. Though the man eventually walked away, the energy of the event had shifted. What began as a day of calm waters and camaraderie now felt uncertain and uneasy. Fishing tournaments can bring out unexpected tension, especially when territory and competitive stress collide. While most disputes end with words, the unpredictability of emotions on open water adds another layer of risk that many overlook. What if the wrong words had been said, or the wrong person confronted? How often do calm lakes conceal the kind of pressure that could erupt at any moment? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.
Gary, it's me! Stop!
But the dude was threatening to kill himself, threatening to kill us.
All this goes right to my shaft.
A group of friends was enjoying a day out by a river in northern Australia, swinging on ropes, swimming in the water, and soaking up the sunshine. It was one of those carefree moments you hope to remember forever. What none of them realized, though, was that they weren't the only ones in the water, and that near invisibility of danger, it nearly turned their fun into something far more serious. As one of the guys splashed into the river, the camera caught something terrifying. A massive crocodile surged from below, heading straight toward him. Somehow, and it's not exactly clear how, he made it out unharmed. The reptile either miscalculated or veered off at the last second. Still, the fact that it came that close is chilling enough. Despite the odds, the guy escaped, and the footage speaks for itself. That was no near miss. That was a razor-thin line between thrill and tragedy. It's hard to say exactly why the crocodile didn't follow through. Maybe the commotion of the splash threw it off, or maybe it went for the camera thinking it was prey. Either way, it's a rare outcome. Most encounters like this don't end so cleanly. It makes you wonder, how many times do people swim in those rivers without ever knowing what's lurking just beneath? And next time, will they be just as lucky? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. Brant is a popular YouTuber known for producing top-tier fishing content, clean visuals, good storytelling, and consistently engaging footage. In this particular video, he heads out to a pond with his friend Ron, who claims to have exclusive access to fish the property. The area was said to hold some massive bass, and hopes were high for landing a few impressive catches.
So we are all White Castled out. We're headed right now to apparently a big trophy bass lake.
That's what I'm told.
But we're headed right now. I expect to see at least a 7-pounder.
I hope so. My PB bass is only 2 pounds, so anything over that, and I'm thrilled.
Let's go rock and roll. So this is lake number 1 right here, folks. Oh, good gosh, there's fish already taking off from the bank right there. Now, this is supposedly a trophy bass lake. There's 2 different lakes we get to fish. We're gonna start right here and just see what happens, and then we're gonna go over the hill right there to the next one, and hey, I'm wasting time, man.
They arrive with excitement and begin by targeting the first of 2 private lakes. From the very start, things look promising. Fish are active, and within minutes, Brant hooks one on an early cast. It's not the biggest, but a solid sign of what the day could bring.
Yes, there he is. First fish, second cast, and he's not a big one. He's not a big one. Ron's yelling at me. Ron's tangled up there, and I'm like trying to get him to come down here and fish. That's a little guy. We're not going for little guys.
As they continue to fish and move around the lake, the situation takes a turn.
What are you doing out there? What's going on out there?
Guys, there's somebody yelling at us from that house up there. We have permission to be here.
Hey, you don't have no permission to be here?
Ron, dude, this guy's literally yelling at me for fishing here. Dude, we're with Ron.
Gary, it's me. Stop. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Gary!
What in the world?
Dude, calm down.
Hey, Ron. I didn't know it was you. We've been having some problems out here with people coming out here. We're not here to hurt nobody. We're just trying to scare people off. We've had stuff missing around here.
Listen, I totally understand that. I'm more mad at Ron because Ron said he had permission.
I do have permission. Yeah. Did you not know I was in town?
I didn't know. You called me before you come.
All right, cool, man. What's your name?
Gary.
All right,
Yes,
Gary, listen, I'm on land. I'm on property. I understand. I completely understand. But I'm like a little freaked out right now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, Ron's got permission all the time.
I don't even know if I can fish in here anymore, dude. I have never had anything like that happen to me in my entire life, especially when you actually have permission to fish somewhere. And I get it, but holy cow, dude.
How are you so calm?
I'm not like necessarily calm, but it's just like I get it. I understand. Like if I own land like this and people were trying to steal and stuff, I would probably be a little like I get.
A voice shouts from a nearby house, someone accusing them of trespassing. What follows is a tense exchange. The man doesn't recognize them at first and demands answers. Ron tries to de-escalate, identifying himself and explaining that he has ongoing permission to fish the area. After some confusion, the man, who turns out to be someone Ron knows, realizes it's a misunderstanding. Apparently, there had been issues on the property recently, with unknown visitors and reports of missing items. Even with permission, the encounter clearly rattled Brant. He reflects afterward that it was one of the most unexpected and uncomfortable moments he's had while fishing, especially considering they had every right to be there. This incident highlights how having permission alone may not be enough when entering private land. Without clear communication, misunderstandings can escalate quickly. It's not uncommon for landowners, especially those who've experienced theft or trespassing, to respond with suspicion or even aggression. It raises an important question. How many close calls like this happen that aren't caught on camera? And next time, would things go as smoothly, or could it end much worse? Alex is a content creator best known for peaceful fishing videos, calm waters, relaxing moments, and the occasional big catch. His channel is all about unwinding in nature, but one recent outing didn't go quite as planned.
All right, boys and girls. First thing I'm gonna do is go talk to this guy right up here in this kayak and see if it's this guy's rod, and then we're gonna focus on catching fish. Water's like 2 foot down. It's chilly. Oh, this is a mess right here. Stay pinned, buddy. He's in. Woo! Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. We got a fish in the boat. Whew. There's one.
It began like any other day on the river. He and a friend were kayaking, enjoying the solitude and casting lines in hopes of landing something impressive. After a few hours on the water, with a few fish caught and the sun starting to dip, they decided to head back toward the boat ramp. As they neared the dock, something unexpected came into view. A man was lying partially submerged near the water's edge, right at the ramp. As soon as he noticed them, he sprang up and began behaving erratically, pacing, barking like a dog, and groaning as though in distress. Alex immediately felt something was off.
How you doing, bub? No, I'm good, man. I'll ease her up in here. I always got a gun on me. I ain't gonna shoot you. I ain't gonna shoot you. You don't give me any reason to, I ain't gonna do it. That's what I've heard.
Despite the bizarre scene, that ramp was the only way out, so they cautiously approached. The man began ranting, making concerning comments about weapons and death. His behavior quickly escalated. Even as Alex and his friend tried to keep a safe distance, the man came closer, talking about wanting to die and making vague threats. At one point, he even implied that he might harm them.
I wish dogs would treat you like, you know, she's like you do.
It became clear that this wasn't someone just having a bad day. This was a volatile and potentially dangerous situation. Recognizing the risk, they decided to call law enforcement.
I want to call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to report a guy. I'm at Holston River Park. He seems to be high, and he's threatening to kill himself and threatening to kill others and walking around down here on the boat ramp making a bunch of crazy noises and stuff. And waiting on my wife to show up so that we can go get my car because I did a river float. And already had to tell him to back away several times, and he's saying he wants to kill himself and stuff.
We pulled up to the boat ramp where we were going to pull out and to meet Bethany so that we could get the kayaks loaded up. And there was a dude laying on the boat ramp high as a kite. And I don't know how much of it that I got on camera, if any of it at all. I know I got the call to the cops on camera, but the dude was threatening to kill himself, threatening to kill us. just threatening to harm himself. And then he ended up getting in the water and just wasn't a good situation. He was high on something, obviously. He was obviously putting himself in danger. Didn't want him to put me in danger or put me in a bad situation. So I ended up giving the cops a call, and they have showed up. I'm heading back that way actually right now to load the kayaks up. And Jacob said that the cops have showed up and that the guy jumped in the water and is now like running from them in the water, swimming away from them, and is like floating down the river because the current is so strong. I mean, there's 3-4 miles an hour current, and so this dude's high and he's in the water and he is floating away. So I don't know. I'm gonna get back down here. I'm gonna load up my kayaks and just get out of the...
When officers arrived, the man fled, not on foot, but by diving into the river and letting the current carry him away. What makes situations like this especially unpredictable is the mental state involved. Someone who appears high and begins talking about weapons or death is no longer in a rational frame of mind. That unpredictability can turn dangerous in an instant. Keeping distance, staying calm, and alerting authorities was absolutely the right move. It makes you wonder, what if they hadn't arrived when they did? Or worse, what if the man had actually been armed? Moments like these remind us how quickly a calm day outdoors can spiral into something far more serious. In another unsettling encounter, this time on a frozen lake, the channel Shay's outdoor adventure captured a strange incident while ice fishing. Shay, who typically shares peaceful fishing content, was out enjoying the cold morning when he was approached by someone exhibiting aggressive and bizarre behavior.
Morning. Oh yeah. Man, you've been out here every morning and night too, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, live scope is nice. Any luck the past couple days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any nice walleyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother got a real nice one yesterday. But yeah, you gotta be fishing right now.
What's on that thing?
Live scope, LVS 34. Yeah.
All this goes right to my shack. I know it does. You better knock it off.
What?
Yeah.
What? You too then. What are we up to? I don't know what you're even talking about. Jeez, we didn't do nothing to you. Cool, I get to make you go viral. Cool. Look at this dip. You see him? Cool.
The man came up casually at first, asking typical questions about gear and recent catches. But almost without warning, his tone shifted. He became confrontational, making strange comments and accusations. Shay hadn't done anything. The man was simply acting hostile for no clear reason. Even after walking away, the individual didn't stop. He moved on to another person nearby, a woman fishing alone, and began harassing her as well. That's when Shay decided to call the authorities, reporting the behavior as fishing harassment.
You have reached the 24-hour Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources confidential tip hotline. This line is for reporting violations only.
Are you guys the Silverado? Okay, I'm just reporting him for fishing harassment. I was just gonna go get his plate, so feel free to call too. Go get a warden out here quicker.
He came over here and said, I know where you live, I know where you're driving.
Exactly, so we both got evidence, or I got it on camera, so.
Really good.
Well, good luck.
Shay managed to get a photo of the man's license plate, and when police followed up, they discovered the vehicle's registration had expired. So not only had the man gone out of his way to bother strangers, but he wasn't even legally allowed to be driving. By the time officers arrived, the man was gone. He later returned, offering what could be called an apology, though his attitude remained defensive and accusatory.
I just want to apologize. I didn't have any right to catch you, but you guys have no right to be doing what you're doing.
What are we doing wrong?
Come on, man.
You explain it to me.
What did you bring to shore when you went there?
What do you mean?
Right after I came and confronted you.
I went to go talk to the cops.
No, they weren't there yet.
They told us to go wait. I went to go take a picture of your license plate.
It ain't my truck, so don't matter.
That's fine.
How do you know what truck's mine?
The green one, because I asked the other guys.
Oh, all right. So the cops want me to call them? Look at all the stuff you got on you.
Yep. They'll be in contact with you. It's okay.
I just said I'm apologizing, so.
Understandable. That wasn't a way to react this morning.
No, it wasn't. That's why I'm coming and apologizing.
Understood. Too.
Despite claiming he was sorry, he continued questioning others and trying to justify his earlier behavior. Unfortunately, this kind of unprovoked aggression is becoming more common in public outdoor spaces. Whether it's fueled by substance use, personal issues, or just a bad attitude, some individuals seem to seek out conflict, even in peaceful environments like a frozen lake. Shay handled it wisely by staying calm, gathering evidence, and reporting the issue. But what if Shay hadn't been there? What if it had only been the woman fishing alone? These situations make us question. How would you react? Would you stay composed, or would you stand your ground and risk things escalating? A few days earlier, the narrator had gone fishing and walked away with just a single tiny catch. Humbling, sure, but it sparked curiosity. What kind of strange encounters do others experience while fishing? That leads us to a channel called Skyfish, known for peaceful yet exciting fishing adventures. In this particular video, things began normally. The plan was to fish a river that's been dammed at multiple points, a place with diverse fish species and countless hidden pockets to explore.
Fishing a river that's been dammed up in a bunch of different areas. There are so many different spots to fish under here. I'm gonna try to wade all the way out as far as I can that way and catch every single species of fish under here that I can. This is the Oswego River. I'm gonna fall face first in the Oswego River in a second, but I'm gonna trek it across these slippery algae-filled rocks. The Oswego River has bass of all sorts: bowfin, gar, muskie, catfish, walleye. Already, you see there's a giant smallmouth at my feet there. I'd imagine most people would fish this spot, stay to the bank. It's a little bit treacherous to wade out here. I'm already stepping on fishing line, because coming out here can be slightly intimidating, especially when you're below a dam. There's all these signs around saying that the river will rise super quick after they sound the alarm 3 times. So we're hoping not to hear any alarm sounds today, and I'm hoping that there's a way to get all the way over there and it doesn't get too deep. I think I should be able to pull it off. To start off fishing, I have an Easy Shiner kayak tied on. Just looks like a bait fish that's floating down the stream. That's really all you need to fish a lot of these spots. Just imitate a bait fish. You'll catch 90% of the fish. First bite's gonna tell us a lot. I'd imagine it's gonna be a smallmouth. I've already seen a ton of them. Pretty soon I'm gonna start fishing for fish that probably haven't been fished for in a long time. Any of the fish.
From the start, the fisherman pushed into deeper territory, trekking across slick, algae-covered rocks and casting toward the center of the river. He was aiming to catch a variety of species, and he did, including largemouth and smallmouth bass. But as he moved closer to the dam itself, things took a turn.
Got him. Fish on. That's one that actually bit, I'm pretty sure. Not big. Not big at all. But actually another bass. Not a bad one. Ooh, he's coming right at me. Oh my god. Wow, look at this. This looks like a spotted bass. I'm just waiting for that mystery bite from a true giant. Oh. I gotta go. Oh, I got 2 more sirens. Uh-oh. I'm almost back. I should be okay. I got one more. I got one more siren. Holy, these rocks are so slippery. I gotta calm down. I gotta keep my breath stable. The water might be coming out of those releases right there. Oh, come on. Hopefully she falls to the water. Where's the water gonna come from? If it's not coming out of there, I'm staying fishing. I'm gonna keep casting for a second. Oh, wow. That just scared the absolute shitters out of me. Where's the water coming from? I think they false alarmed me. Can't tell. I just sprinted my ass from all the way over there. I was terrified. I was in the middle of the river over there, and I saw a sign earlier that said, alarm sounds 3 times, the water will raise rapidly. And I'm saying beneath these things, if they open them up, this river will turn into the Niagara.
Warning signs had been posted around the area. When the alarm sounds 3 times, water levels can rise rapidly. And then it happened. The sirens began. Suddenly realizing he was in a vulnerable spot, the fisherman scrambled to cross back over the rocks toward the bank. The footing was treacherous, and he injured his leg in the process. Still, he managed to reach safety, only to find that the water level hadn't actually changed. There had been no surge, no release, possibly just a test. But the fear? That was very real. Rather than packing up, he decided to keep fishing, even after the false alarm. From the shoreline, he cast out again, unfazed, determined, and maybe just a little bit reckless. Ignoring posted warnings near dams is never a good idea. The power of released water in a controlled river system can turn dangerous in seconds. Even experienced anglers sometimes underestimate how fast things can change. And a few moments too late could mean the difference between escape and disaster. Was it just a harmless test, or a real warning he narrowly escaped? And if the release had actually happened, would he have made it back in time? The Bored Pirate is a channel built around a unique passion, searching for sea glass. Most of the videos take place along quiet beaches, where hours are spent combing through sand and surf in search of colorful fragments. But this time, the creator chose a much more dangerous location.
I think I'm coming up on the beach. Looks like there's a lot of goats or sheep over there. Oh, really slippery. These rocks are covered in algae, and there's just sharp stuff everywhere. It's really dangerous going to landfills, but sometimes they're gold mines. Oh man, that backhoe just covered me in fire. Oh, that sucked. Didn't know if I was gonna make it out of that one. Wow, I got a little filthy. Like I said, it's a dangerous job, but somebody's gotta do it. Let's see if we can find some sea glass. Whew. Hey goats or sheep. Oh, man, yeah, I'm just covered in sweat. I had to hold my breath for a minute there.
Near an active volcano. Instead of calm shores, this hunt began on a jagged, slippery path surrounded by sharp debris and coated in algae. It was a landfill-like zone, unpredictable and full of hazards. Despite the risk, the area held promise for rare finds. That's when things went sideways. A nearby excavation machine unexpectedly triggered a blast of hot ash and debris, completely engulfing the creator in a cloud of fire and smoke. The sudden wave of heat and choking dust forced him to run blind through treacherous terrain, dodging twisted metal, unstable rocks, and scattered rubble, all while holding his breath to avoid inhaling. The escape was chaotic and dangerous. One misstep could have ended with a serious fall onto rusted iron bars or sharp debris. It wasn't just uncomfortable, it was life-threatening. He eventually made it out, exhausted and covered in soot. The mission, technically still on, but the near disaster raised a much more serious question. While seeking out hidden treasures like sea glass can be rewarding, pushing into zones marked by geological or industrial danger introduces real consequences. Volcanic regions, especially those with active excavation or unstable terrain, carry risks far beyond slippery footing. Heat, ash, and toxic gases can escalate situations in seconds. So, was it worth it? And more importantly, how many other explorers have wandered into places like this without realizing how close they came to disaster? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, bro!
Fishing is peaceful until something drags you in. These 32 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, reveal the dark side of a simple day on the water. Let's dive in. A group of friends was out fishing in the wide open ocean, enjoying a calm day on the water, when something so unexpected happened that it left everyone shouting in shock.
The shark just jumped into the fucking boat! Okay, watch out.
Dude, you're not going to believe this. That shark just launched itself straight into the boat.
Holy crap! Jumped out of the freaking water into the boat! Oh my god. shit. You just smoked me in the fucking head. Are you okay, bro? Shit. Holy crap. No, jumped right over you. He jumped over you, bro. Oh my god. Bro. Shit. Was this what you were fighting the whole time? Yeah, it had to be. No, no way. No, I just got it and it jumped out of the water. Bro, you ate my fish and then it ate your fish and then jumped into the freaking boat. Okay, I'm not touching that thing. No, dude, we're done. We're done. We're done. Did you lose the rod? Look at your fish? Dude, it knocked the trolling motor back into the water. Your rod is gone? We have 2 rods are gone. 2 rods are gone, dude. Jesus Christ. Only Ryan's rods. That was the scariest thing ever. Shush, you have no idea what my POV view was. You have no idea what my POV view. It went over your head. I'm dying. It went my head. It went over my head. Dude, just in time. And then it smacked. Oh, I saw it jump. I was like, oh, dude. And it was spinning. It went in the boat. And then, holy shit.
Without any warning, a large shark surged up from the waves, its body breaking the surface with a burst of spray, and landed right onto the deck with a heavy thud. The entire moment was chaos. Shouts, splashing, and disbelief. Yet somehow, despite the terrifying experience, every single person walked away unharmed. So tell me, if a shark suddenly came flying into your boat, what on earth would you do? On December 12, 2015, Reddit user Chris Nomad was out fishing when a sudden gunshot tore through the air. Reacting instantly, he ducked low, realizing a bullet had just missed him by inches. No one knows who fired or why, but luckily, he escaped without injury.
Just watch out the depth. There he is!
There he is! Moments later, they caught sight of him and rushed to pull him to safety.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh god! Oh my god, Dylan!
Relief and disbelief filled the air. Rescues like this are uncommon, as the vast ocean makes locating missing people incredibly challenging. Fortunately, this time they brought him back alive. These fishermen from Yakutia, Russia, came across something astonishing. Incredibly, they had uncovered mammoth tusks lying in the river. In this part of the country, locals often dig along the riverbanks in search of tusks, as they are considered extremely valuable. 2 fishermen chose to cast their lines in the middle of a thunderstorm. Without warning, lightning struck the water close to their spot. One man, holding a rod that was partially submerged, felt the jolt travel through it. Their rubber clothing offered some protection, but the rod became a direct path for the electricity. The shock clearly startled them, likely making them reconsider their choice. Reddit user Motor City Magnetfish was out magnet fishing when he made a discovery that turned from curiosity to heartbreak.
I got something on it. Oh. Filled with rocks and paper. Nice polished rocks even.
Open this one up?
Yeah, I'm gonna open this one. It don't look like urine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Actually, there's no liquid in it.
I don't even know.
Inside, he found a jar containing something deeply personal.
Oh, you know what? I think it's a poem. I don't think this is a spell. I just saw something about loves. Dear, oh no. Dear Daddy, I wish you can come back and stay. I wish you never died so we could have spent more time together. And now it feels like I have no one. I wish that if you were alive, I could have everybody. I feel nobody loves me. Love, Journey. Okay. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It's devastating. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I got chills. Oh man.
After posting the footage, he was contacted by Journey and her family, who explained that the jar had sentimental value and had been in the river for more than a decade. Her grandmother said the video brought back warm memories, and they were grateful he returned it to the water. 2 young men were enjoying a fishing trip at Bucks County Pond when their peaceful day was cut short by a man who claimed to be a state trooper and accused them of trespassing.
Yeah? This is your fish? This is your fish? What? How? We'll leave right here. We'll up.
Even though the anglers remained calm, apologizing and preparing to leave, the man kept confronting them until he said something truly alarming.
Get him and get out of here. I'm going to show you something. You see that sign? See them signs posted here? Yeah. Yeah. I catch you in here. I catch you on my ground. One here. I'll blow your brains out. I'm a state trooper, and I'll get away with it.
Not wanting the situation to escalate, the fishermen left immediately, still unsettled as they wondered what the man might have done had they refused to go. On October 15, 2024, fisherman Will Kayakero, well known for his kayak fishing videos, had an outing take an unexpected and grim turn. While fishing with friends at the Salto Grande Reservoir in Sao Paulo, Brazil, the group was enjoying their day when they caught the scent of something unusual.
Caramba, agora aquela carniça lá, tem bicho morto aqui, ó. Aqui.
At first, Will assumed it might be a dead capybara, but when he went to check, he instead discovered the body of a human, still wearing shoes. He immediately called the authorities and stayed at the location until they arrived. The remains were eventually removed, and police opened an investigation into the matter. Out of respect, Will did not film the officials at work, but later shared the story of what he had witnessed. His account quickly spread online and was picked up by a news outlet later that same day. Who the victim was and what led to their death is still unknown. In 2016, a family was fishing near Wild Horse Lake at Steens Mountain, Oregon, when they spotted a massive figure moving quickly in the distance.
2016, Wild Horse Lake. Made her down here enough to just make her out.
Dad, what is that?
Wow, what is that? A bear. What is it?
The father hurried to grab his camera, but by the time he aimed, the figure had vanished. Fortunately, one of his daughters managed to snap a photo in time. Steens Mountain is a remote, heavily forested region, making it a hotspot for alleged sightings of mysterious creatures like Bigfoot. Skeptics suggest it may have been nothing more than a hiker in the distance, but to me, it doesn't quite look like just an ordinary person. A group of tourists was enjoying a calm boat ride, recording a hippo as it moved through its natural habitat. But the scene turned dangerous in seconds when the animal suddenly grew agitated and began charging toward the boat.
Oto jak hipopotamy reagują na intruzów na swoim terytorium. Przy takich olbrzymach nawet ludzie w łodziach nie mogą czuć się bezpiecznie.
Despite being herbivores, hippos are famously aggressive and are responsible for more human fatalities in Africa than lions. Fortunately, the vessel was able to speed away, leaving the passengers rattled but unharmed. While magnet fishing, a group of friends pulled up something they never expected.
Dude, no fucking way, you got a Glock. Is that a Glock?
Yeah, it's a Glock.
Dude,
no way.
Just guess it, it's fresh.
Inside a bag pulled from a Baltimore river was a fresh-looking handgun.
Does it slide back?
Yeah.
Clear it.
Oh, it's loaded.
It's loaded.
Oh, it's got a laser sight that was with it. Look at all these hollow points. This is definitely some type of murder weapon. It's a P80. I guess it's some type of Glock.
Yeah, it's a P80. That's not even a Glock then. Serial numbers, you see, completely gone. Probably a ghost Glock.
Baltimore City 911, the location of your emergency.
How'd you get it?
With the magnet.
Okay. You got your ID on you?
Yeah. Do you need gloves? I hope these fit.
Thanks, buddy. My name's Officer Hooper. Here's all of my information. This is the report number that's going to be filed under. So basically all we do is we submit it, try to see if there's any numbers on it.
Initially, they had called the non-emergency line, but were redirected to 911 due to the potential danger. The uploader later noted that a shooting had taken place just up the road only weeks earlier, raising the question, could this firearm be linked to that incident? A group of friends was out on their boat, enjoying a calm day of fishing, when things suddenly took a turn. A massive swarm of bees had taken over their boat. With nowhere to run, they found themselves trapped, surrounded by the relentless buzzing cloud. The aggressive insects made it almost impossible to fight back or find safety. In the end, the friends had no option but to abandon the vessel, spending the rest of the day swimming toward shore while carefully towing the boat behind them. Later, during a separate fishing trip, a couple decided to test an unusual approach, using a hot dog as bait. As they lowered the hot dog into the water, a large fish suddenly lunged upward and grabbed it. In the process, the fish ended up biting the girlfriend's hand. Fortunately, it released her almost immediately and swam off, leaving her startled but without any serious injury.
Straight out of a Predator movie, isn't it?
Yeah, scary, right?
Alien. Almost looks as handsome as you, Steve.
Inside the fish's mouth, they discovered a tongue-eating parasite. This parasite cuts the blood supply to the fish's tongue, causing it to drop off, then latches onto the remaining stump in its place. A disturbing yet strangely fascinating discovery. A group of fishermen noticed a massive figure moving through the water and quickly reached for their camera to capture the moment. They soon realized they had filmed rare footage of a sturgeon gliding just beneath their boat. The sight of its broad dragon-like back breaking the surface was mesmerizing, giving the fish an almost mythical appearance. A man went bushcrafting in Rivington, a location tied to eerie legends of a demonic headless horseman. He set up his hammock in a secluded spot, away from other campers. As night fell, unsettling noises began to echo through the trees.
I keep hearing movement in the woods behind me, the woods behind the camera, shall I say, in front of me, and then. So I don't know if they're making their way over this side because they might have seen my light, or it could be other people coming down here. Right, so I'm literally just here in the hammock. And all of a sudden, all I heard is bang, 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 like 3 gunshots. It's literally what it sounded like, 3 gunshots. So I looked over to where those other lads are camping. You can see the torches moving through the trees. And every now and then, just lay there, I can hear, granted it could be animals, but it's not constant, it's like going through the trees. And then when I sit up and look, nothing. But then there was those 3 gunshots, which has put me on edge a little bit. So I'm going to pack the hammock up and I'm going to bugger off somewhere else, completely out the way from where these are. They've gone very quiet as well, which is a little bit concerning. But I think, yeah, get off this beach, get out away from the open and try and get further into the woods.
Who's there?
Somebody's just flung. I seen it as well. I think, yeah, it was this one. Somebody's just lobbed that from over there.
Hey! Who's there? I'm just trying to camp just like you lads.
Flash over there. Yeah. See the flashing? Flashing over there. Yeah, they're coming this way. Let's see if I turn that out. Yeah. Might be able to see it now. There's flashing coming through the woods. Seems to be quite a few of them as well. Right. Okay. Maybe I'm not welcome here. I just need to get this last bit down and then I'm getting my ass out of this part.
Even after relocating, the sense of being watched never left. His walk eventually took him to an old castle, but the unease only grew. Realizing he wasn't going to feel safe anywhere in the area, he decided it was best to call it a night and leave entirely. During a fishing trip, a man exploring a quiet, untouched stretch of a stream came across something unexpected. A hidden cave.
Is that a cave? No way. There's a cave right there. What do we got in here? Oh boy.
Curiosity got the better of him, and he stepped inside. As he ventured deeper into the darkness, he began spotting unsettling things.
What do we got in here? Oh boy. This is nice. Is that a head? Oh my gosh, it's a head. No way. What is that? Is that a coyote? I'm not very smart on which heads these bones are, but it looks like a coyote, I'm pretty sure. Let me get over here. Wow, there's really not much else in here, but you could easily probably get all the way back in there and stand up. I don't know, we're gonna try it. More bones on the ground here. There's actually quite a lot of room. We got another bone right there. Some stuff back in there, a lot of bugs, bones. That's just a stick. No writing.
He noticed more bones scattered on the ground, some deep enough in the cave that a person could stand upright. Bugs crawled among the debris, and a few more bones were visible near the back. That's just a stick. No writing or markings. A skull, possibly from a coyote, along with other scattered remains, didn't frighten him, but it did spark his curiosity. After a short look around, he left the cave and continued with his fishing trip. Reddit user RedRobin7 was out fishing when he reeled in something truly unusual. A strange, translucent creature. It turned out to be a salp, a gelatinous type of zooplankton found drifting in oceans worldwide. The footage also showcased Phronima, a unique predator that latches onto a salp. Using its strong front claws, it hollows out the interior and shapes it into a barrel-like casing. Phronima then climbs inside, turning the empty shell into a mobile shelter while gathering food from the surrounding waters. While exploring, he came across something unusual. Massive, strange footprints leading up a hill.
But as I came up here, and this is my track here, goes up the hill, and I walked up here to this edge and I saw these. Huge footprints. Let's see here. It's hard to see the screen because there's one right here, and one right here, up there, and they go right up the hill. And these are mine over here. They go right up the hill, and I'll take you up there and show you where they go.
Intrigued, he decided to follow the trail, but as he reached the top, the tracks abruptly vanished.
That is huge. That is a huge print.
What made it even stranger was that the location could only be accessed by boat, leaving the origin of the prints a complete mystery. They're huge. Look at my hand inside one. That thing is massive. That's a huge print. He speculated that they might belong to something as large as Bigfoot. A man set out to fish in one of the riskiest ways possible: cliff fishing in Western Australia.
Alright, welcome everyone. Another mission. This one's a pretty big one. You might be wondering what the hell this thing is doing here out in the middle of nowhere. So behind me there's a big cliff and there's no good platform to fish from. There's one platform. I fished from it with my mate Dane a while ago. It's just too high though to land any really big fish. Like if you hook something massive you probably wouldn't get it with the cliff gaff. So I got a mate to weld together some aluminium. I've glued and screwed a piece of marine ply on top, and we're going to take it down and get it set up, find the right location and fish from it and see how we go. Got all the gear, heaps of rope. It's been an absolute mission just to get here.
Behind him loomed a massive cliff with no ideal platform to fish from. He mentioned having fished from one spot before with his friend Dan, but it was far too high to land a truly big catch. If you hooked something massive, the gap from the cliff would likely make landing it impossible. To solve this, a friend welded together a custom aluminium frame, topped with marine ply that he glued and screwed in place. The plan: carry it down, set it up in the right spot, and see how it went.
I'm not sure if my 16-meter rope's going to reach or not, so I have a second rope. I might have needed an 80 or something, we'll find out.
The trek to the location was no small task. He hauled all his gear and several lengths of rope, uncertain if his 60-meter line would even reach. Just in case, he brought a second rope, though he suspected he might actually need something closer to 80 meters. After a steep and exhausting descent to the campsite, he faced the challenge of securing everything with limited rope. Once he'd assessed the terrain, he picked the most promising spot to fish. As night fell, he began casting from his custom platform, and by morning, he was relieved to have made it through without incident. Would you ever take on the challenge of cliff fishing? What began as a routine catch quickly turned into something unforgettable. The fisherman reeled in his catch and began unhooking it, but then, without warning...
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! There's a fucking snake crawling out of the fish's mouth, bro. Oh my Jesus.
A live snake began crawling out of the fish's mouth. The fish had apparently swallowed it recently, yet somehow the snake had survived inside. It was the last thing anyone expected to see. While fishing along the beach, a man spotted something unusual moving through the water.
Bruh.
A long, dark shape glided just beneath the surface. At first, he assumed it was a piece of driftwood, but as it rose higher, its form became clearer. A smooth, snake-like body, moving with deliberate coordination. Some dismissed it as nothing more than debris, yet its controlled motion made that explanation hard to accept. The footage, though distant and slightly shaky, seems to capture something large lurking just offshore. A fisherman spotted several large fish cruising just beneath the surface in the shallow water near the dock. Instead of reaching for a rod, he decided to try something different, holding a small fish in his hand as bait, dangling it just above the water. Suddenly, a massive tarpon exploded out of the water, snapping at the bait. In one quick motion, Billy grabbed the giant fish with his bare hands. The fight was fierce, but against the odds, he managed to hold on. While fishing one afternoon, a man spotted something unusual shifting on the ground nearby. At first, it appeared to be nothing more than a pile of tangled hair. But it was moving on its own. Some suggested it might be a parasite, possibly a mass of horsehair worms, creepy creatures notorious for their unsettling, writhing motion. There's little definitive information about what it truly was, but whatever the case, the sight clearly left him unsettled. A group of friends in Australia was out on their boat when one of them decided to hop into the water. Out of nowhere, a shark lunged straight at him.
Yeah, get this fucking... Get me!
In a rush of panic, he managed to scramble back onto the boat just as the shark turned and swam away. The most surprising part? They were laughing through the entire ordeal, even though the situation could have ended very differently. While fishing, a man spotted something unusual drifting in the water. Two pale, twisted shapes floating just beneath the surface. They almost resembled skeletons entwined together, motionless. Onlookers speculated. Mermaids, fish remains, even sea trash. But none of those guesses seemed to match. Unable to reach the strange objects, he decided to leave them be, simply recording what he saw. Since that day, nothing like them has been reported again. Elsewhere, at the edge of a steep cliff, someone noticed several fishermen casting their lines into the raging waters far below. The powerful current crashed relentlessly against the rocks, a single misstep potentially deadly, yet they stood their ground, unfazed. The person watching felt both nervous and bewildered. Why would anyone choose to fish in a spot like that? A group was fishing at a harbor with an unsettling reputation. The water here is so deep you can never be sure what might rise from below. On a quiet morning, ripples disturbed the calm surface. Everyone paused, watching as something massive began to appear. Moments later, a whale surfaced, calmly lingering in the harbor. The group felt lucky to witness it, though suddenly less certain about continuing to fish in that spot. Captain Coho set out for Lost Lake, Oregon, hoping to catch trout despite the thick, choking haze from nearby wildfires.
So this is a trip. We're in Lost Lake, Oregon. We're out here with the ultralight, and you can't see 150 feet out there on the lake. This is all wildfire up here. We're out here trying to catch trout, but look at that. We came up, and boom, we drove right into this mess. So we're gonna try to catch us some trout. I'm gonna go from there. It really is the end of the world fishing up here. Look at that clearing out. Unbelievable. You can see this combination of smoke and moisture, but it's apocalyptic conditions. This is the most photographed lake in Oregon, maybe in the United States. And it is absolutely gorgeous out here when it is not the end of the world. So just unreal. I'm sure it's going to be guys something that you cannot see. Wildfire.
But as he ventured deeper into the woods, the tone changed. They stopped about a quarter mile in after hearing something large ahead.
It's back there. It's big. Let's take a look. Shh. Turn it back. This is Sasquatch country. Oh my god. Wonderful poles in garage. We are back. Hear that? The one thing that is consistently reported with Sasquatch? Rock throwing. Hear that? Big rocks. Dude, they're lobbing rocks at me. Big rocks. Hear that shit? It's hitting the tree. We're in Sasquatch country. This is not fake either, bro. They're big rocks being thrown at us right now. Huge, dude. Woo! Oh, shit, that's moving. Oh, let's keep it too close, bro. We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. I do not want to die out here. Chunky rocks, dude. Dude, those are huge rocks. Huge. That is like no joke rocks. I don't have my...
With no firearm and no desire to film his own demise, he kept the camera rolling as they backed away quickly. At first, he considered it might be a bear driven east by the fires, but the sounds were too heavy, too precise. More like something or someone was hurling them. They didn't stick around to confirm. No other hikers were in the area, and the nearest campsites were miles away. So what exactly was out there in the forest with him that day? Far out in the open ocean, a group of fishermen was chasing big game when the trip took an unexpected turn. They had just landed a massive 200-pound tarpon, hauling it up toward the boat, when suddenly...
Touch the boat. Open the bail. Boy, sit.
Oh, it's done.
Damn.
Out of nowhere, a giant whale burst from the depths and ripped the catch away as if it were nothing. The men were left in shock, realizing they weren't the only predators working those waters. Back on August 8th, 2024, this man was out on the water, just a calm day until he noticed this. A massive snake gliding just beneath the surface. Fortunately, it quickly disappeared back into the murky depths. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.
But I want to just put it right there. What the? Oh my God!
Fishing is peaceful until something drags you in. These 36 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, reveal the dark side of a simple day on the water. Let's dive in. A group of swimmers were enjoying the water when an uninvited guest appeared. Gliding almost without a ripple, a massive reptile moved just beneath the surface before suddenly emerging only a few feet from where they were. What's surprising is that no one seemed to panic. While many viewers initially believed it to be a dangerous saltwater crocodile, one sharp-eyed commenter clarified that it was actually an American crocodile, a species typically less aggressive than its Australian or Southeast Asian relatives. Even so, its unnerving proximity made the entire encounter nothing less than spine-chilling. During a surf competition at Itacotira Beach in Rio de Janeiro, surfer Igor Chiores was caught in a punishing ordeal. He had drifted dangerously close to the rocks at Shark Reef, a notorious spot where powerful waves slam against a shallow, jagged outcrop. The ocean showed no mercy, thrashing him around with unrelenting force. A rescue team on jet skis rushed in, navigating the chaos with skill and urgency. Fortunately, they managed to secure him and bring everyone back to safety. A man lowered a fish through an opening that connected to the waters below. Only moments later, something struck with incredible force. The pull was so violent that when he brought his hand back up, only the fish's head was left. He never caught a glimpse of what was responsible. It might have been a pike or a barracuda, both notorious for lightning-fast, savage bites, or perhaps even an alligator or crocodile lurking unseen. Whatever the predator was, the man was fortunate it didn't take his fingers along with the rest of the fish. A Reddit user going by the name RobConan96 once shared a short yet intense underwater video. As he swam through the cloudy, murky depths, something truly terrifying occurred. Out of nowhere, a massive shark emerged and brushed directly against his head. Luckily, no harm was done, But the sudden encounter was the kind of close call that makes your heart skip a beat. A man was out magnet fishing along the riverbank when his hook snagged onto something unsettling. To his surprise, it was a mask, but not just any mask. It was a plague doctor mask, the kind with a long, beak-like nose dripping with an ominous vibe as if it carried some dark history. No one nearby could say where it had come from. Perhaps it was once part of a strange, sinister ritual, or maybe just an abandoned Halloween prop, or something far worse. A missile suddenly streaked past and detonated in mid-air, sending a shockwave through the scene. Only seconds later, a second missile shot by, disappearing into the distance. The footage then cuts abruptly, offering no clues, no explanation, no hint of where it was recorded. It leaves the viewer wondering, where was this captured? And what exactly was unfolding out there? Casal DM, a Brazilian couple known for escaping into nature to fish and cook simple riverside meals, recently experienced a chilling encounter deep in Rio de Almas, Goiás. After a full day of fishing, they set up camp far from anyone else, just the two of them, their dog, and the soft crackle of the campfire. As dinner cooked, their dog suddenly grew restless, barking and pacing as if sensing something nearby.
Oh, cachorro acuou.
Tá lá, latindo. Será que é o quê?
Tá pra lá, gente, ó. Ó.
One of them remarked, thinking it was nothing more than distant forest noise. But later, when they aimed a flashlight into the darkness, they saw it. Kalo.
Kalo.
A massive black snake was slowly circling the edge of their campsite. Luckily, it slithered away without incident, and the couple, along with their vigilant dog, made it out unharmed. They say humans have explored only about 5% of the ocean, and one fisherman may have just pulled up a glimpse of the rest. While hauling in his net, he discovered a fish that looked disturbingly wrong. Its eyes were crammed onto one side of its head, far too close together, and its mouth resembled a deep wrinkle more than an actual jaw. Startled, he quickly tossed it back into the water. The footage left viewers unsettled, with many calling it alien. In reality, it was most likely a flounder, a bottom-dwelling species with naturally bizarre features. Not dangerous, just rare, and deeply unnerving if you're not prepared to see one face to face. At first glance, it seemed like a flower drifting in the surf, or maybe some kind of strange bird. But the closer you looked, the stranger it became. It had soft, pink, wing-like flaps and a long, thick tail, with no clear mouth and no obvious fins. Every detail about it felt alien, unlike anything you'd expect to wash ashore. One day, on a quiet beach in the Philippines, something extraordinary unfolded. Without warning, hundreds of fish began hurling themselves out of the water, flooding the shoreline as if desperately fleeing from something unseen. No one could say for sure what species they were, and there was no predator in sight. Beachgoers rushed to film the spectacle and to collect some of the fish, while wondering what could have triggered it. Perhaps it was a sudden underwater disturbance, maybe a sharp change in temperature. But with no clear explanation, the event felt almost otherworldly, like witnessing a small miracle. A fisherman recently recorded something truly unsettling while out on a calm, isolated river. Through the gentle ripples, a massive, shadowy figure emerged just beneath the surface, something that clearly didn't belong there. Now, many are speculating whether it could be linked to legends similar to the Loch Ness Monster. Judging by its sheer size, it looked capable of flipping his boat without effort. The fisherman was fortunate to escape unharmed, but it leaves one haunting question. What kind of enormous creature might be lurking in that river? A group of fishermen were startled when an unfamiliar creature washed up on the shore.
Google says it might be a horn shark.
A horn shark?
Or maybe a very young one or something like that. Yeah, that's the mouth here, so pretty sure. Google says it might be a horn shark.
A horn shark?
Or maybe a very young one or something like that. Yeah, that's the mouth here, so pretty sure.
At first they guessed it might be a horn shark, but nothing about its appearance seemed to match. It was small, barely a foot or two in length, yet its alien-like features were strangely unnerving. Could it have been some kind of mutation? The ocean is full of mysteries, and every so often, one of them ends up right at our feet. A young girl and her family were leaning over, watching a sea lion glide gracefully in the water below them. But in an instant, something unexpected happened.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Without a moment's hesitation, her father dove straight into the water and pulled her to safety within seconds. It all ended well, but it leaves a chilling question. What might have happened if her father hadn't acted so quickly? A group of fishers waded into the water, working together to land a catch.
Fish? He's home. Yeah, right there would probably be good, yeah. Oh, I got a mouth right. Oh, that's you. That's me. All right, we're gonna all try that. All right. I'm gonna try to scare him around him so it runs out here if it can. All right, he's underneath me. Grab his mouth. It's under my left armpit. Left? Yep, you're almost to him. I feel it. Got it. All right. Teamwork. All right, I'm gonna go check for another one. All right. Crazy.
At first glance, it might seem intense, even dangerous, but this is noodling, a traditional fishing technique where catfish are caught using only bare hands or feet. It involves reaching into underwater holes where catfish hide, waiting for the fish to latch onto an arm or leg. While exciting, noodling carries serious risks, painful bites, getting trapped underwater, or even drowning. Due to these dangers and concerns about preserving fish populations, some states have outlawed the practice. All that danger, just for one fish. A fisherman was standing on the beach when he spotted strange lights shimmering across the water. At first, it looked like nothing more than a distant beam. But as he zoomed in, the outline took on an unsettlingly human shape. He realized these were faintly glowing humanoid figures, seemingly standing right on the surface of the water. While he focused on one, another suddenly appeared beside it, as if out of thin air. Locals have long whispered that this stretch of coast is near an alleged alien base, and now, with the sighting captured on camera, many are convinced these luminous figures might actually be extraterrestrial beings. The startled cries came as a strange figure emerged from the waters near Flat Bridge, Jamaica, only to vanish moments later. Its human-like silhouette and slow, eerie movements quickly fueled intense speculation. Could it have been a mermaid? Jamaica is steeped in folklore about water spirits, especially the legendary River Mama, said to guard hidden treasures beneath the surface. Some viewers believe the sighting could be tied to these ancient tales, while others think it was nothing more than an animal, a piece of drifting debris, or even a staged hoax. The footage offers no clear answers, leaving the mystery wide open. What do you think? A genuine encounter, or just another clever trick of the camera? A group of boys spent a summer afternoon swimming and fishing, capturing their carefree moments on camera. It wasn't until later, while replaying the footage, that they spotted something unusual. Partway through the video, a faint, transparent figure seemed to leap into the water. Some viewers were convinced it was a ghost, while others argued it had to be a digital trick, especially since the figure looked strikingly similar to one of the boys. But if it were just a person, why was there no splash? And why didn't anyone react at the time? The kids insist they have no editing skills and were just as shocked when they saw the figure. In the end, it comes down to belief. Was it clever editing, a simple glitch, or something far beyond explanation? In Brazil, a group of fishermen spent the day on the water, and some of them dozed off on the boat. When they woke up, they found an unexpected and dangerous guest had joined them. A small crocodile had climbed aboard while they were sleeping. One fisherman found himself face to face with the predator. But despite the terrifying situation, he stayed calm, aware that any sudden movement could provoke an attack. How lucky was he that it was just a small crocodile? A group of fishers were out on the water when they spotted something unusual, what looked like a person drifting among the currents. They alerted the police, and that's when this video was recorded. It turned out the figure in the water was actually a man attempting a bizarre smuggling operation. His plan was to transport cigarettes from Paraguay into Argentina by disguising himself as a floating water plant. He swam across the river concealed among the dense mats of hyacinths, hoping to blend in unnoticed. But Argentine authorities quickly spotted him and took him into custody. While cigarette smuggling is fairly common in the area due to tax differences, this attempt was remarkable for just how strange and creative it was. A Reddit user known as Wildway 1846 recently recounted a chilling memory from a past lake trip with friends. In the clip, voices can be heard joking and chatting.
I'm not. That was a lie. That's why I ended it instead of playing it.
Amir said, fuck that, I ain't getting off live.
Somebody need to know where we at.
But when the video resurfaced in his memories, he noticed something he had never picked up on before. A faint, eerie scream in the distance. None of them had heard it during the trip, and he's certain it didn't sound like any of the friends who were there. The realization unsettled them even more, especially since they had all felt an unexplainable sense of unease that night at the lake. Could the source of that strange scream have been what set their nerves on edge in the first place? After a long day of angling, Joe O'Rarity experienced something he would never forget.
Nossa! Ó, erraram. Vou pegar a faca ali pra dar mais isca.
NASA. Two massive fish were staring straight up at him from beneath the murky waters off Mato Grosso, Brazil. Their faces were unusually shaped, with what Joe described as glowing eyes, and an expression that almost looked like a smile. They kept their gaze locked on him the entire time, even after he tossed a freshly caught fish back into the water. The huge creatures didn't flinch, didn't move away. They just kept staring. The unsettling footage left viewers fascinated and unnerved, sparking theories that ranged from giant arapaima to something far more mysterious. According to the Dallas World Aquarium, arapaima must surface every 10-20 minutes to breathe, producing a loud gulping sound. Could that detail explain Joe's strange encounter? Or was he staring down something unknown, lurking in the depths? In 2021, another group of fishermen out in open waters would have their own brush with a giant predator circling their boat. What began as an exciting wildlife encounter quickly shifted into something far more tense. The shark's movements grew sharper, and its body language suggested more than simple curiosity. This massive predator was making its presence felt. The fisherman kept a wary eye on it, fully aware of the danger just beneath the surface. Thankfully, after a few unnerving moments, the shark drifted away into deeper water, leaving them rattled but unharmed. While out ice fishing, a man stumbled upon a sight that left him baffled. A large fish was positioned upright on the frozen surface, its mouth opening and closing as if gasping for air, almost like it was trying to walk. Some viewers brushed it off as an odd but natural phenomenon, while others joked that maybe evolution was kicking into overdrive right in front of them. Still, the image is hard to shake. Was it nothing more than a strange optical illusion, or a glimpse at something truly unusual? While setting crawfish traps with his kids in a swampy river, YouTuber Blue Gabe had an encounter that took a frightening turn. As they drifted into a shallow stretch, he decided to drop a trap there.
So I think I'm going to come over here and put this trap right here, which it's a little shallow, but I want to just put it right there. What the? Oh my God! You think I'm joking? My drone's right there watching me. We never knew she was there.
Shocked, he carefully pulled the trap back and began probing the water with a stick to find the hidden predator. And look how clear the water is.
And look how clear the water is.
How do I even get... Ah! Whoa! Dude, what the heck?
What are the odds of this?
That puddle's not even 4 or 5 inches deep. I don't even know where she's at. Come over here close and see if you can even see where she's at right now.
Yeah, Luke, you don't...
Luke, stay over there. It's not even... That's how deep it is. And I can't see her in there right now.
I can't even see her. She's so camo.
I just rubbed the stick the whole length.
She must be tucked up in that back corner.
Oh gosh, there she is. That's how people in South Florida or anywhere gators live get it.
It was a large alligator, perfectly hidden in water barely ankle deep. Realizing how easily the situation could have gone wrong, Gabe made the quick decision to leave the area and continue their trip somewhere safer for his children's safety. While paddling across a calm stretch of water, a man spotted something strange moving just beneath the surface.
What the hell is that? It's huge.
A long, translucent creature drifted past, vaguely resembling a jellyfish, but unlike any species he had ever seen. Intrigued, he cautiously steered closer with his paddle.
What the heck is that thing? It goes on for miles. I would not have a clue what that is, but they're all connected.
Before he could get close enough to touch it, the creature silently slipped away into the depths, vanishing as if it had never been there. He was left staring into the water, awestruck, wondering what mysterious life form he had just encountered. While fishing along a quiet beach in Indonesia, a man noticed something unusual descending from the sky and quickly began recording on his phone.
Tak tahu.
A dark object, trailing a thin stream of smoke, plunged rapidly toward the water. Experts have expressed interest in the footage, yet no one has been able to confirm exactly what it was. Some speculate it could have been a balloon or a fragment of space debris, while others lean toward something far more mysterious, perhaps even extraterrestrial in origin. With no definitive explanation, the strange sighting continues to fuel theories and debates online. While boating through a swamp, a family spotted something enormous resting near the water's edge.
That's a beast.
As they drifted closer, they realized it was an alligator. And not just any alligator, but one guarding a nest. To their alarm, the reptile's eyes were wide open, tracking their every move. They knew one wrong gesture could provoke it, and with its sheer size, a single swing of its tail could easily flip their boat. Choosing caution over curiosity, the family quietly backed away and left the area, grateful they hadn't tested the alligator's patience. A group of fishermen were far out at sea when the roar of jets overhead caught their attention.
carajo pasa aquí? ¡Me cago en Diola! ¿Pero qué carajo está pasando aquí? ¡Hostia! ¡Cago en la hostia! ¡Cago en Diola! ¿Qué carajo pasa?
The confusion escalated as a strange, disc-shaped object appeared in the distance, darting through the sky in an erratic, almost impossible pattern. Without warning, the object plummeted straight into the ocean, sending up a spray before vanishing beneath the surface. The men stared in shock, unsure of what they had just witnessed. Moments later, a helicopter appeared overhead, circling their boat and broadcasting urgent instructions for them to leave the area immediately. Still rattled, they complied, heading back toward shore. But the incident left them with far more questions than answers. Was this an elaborate staged event? Or did they just capture real, undeniable UFO footage? In August 1994, a group of fishermen off the coast of Florida experienced something that would haunt them for years.
We're either being surrounded by friggin' UFOs or the Coast Guard. I want us in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lights we see there. They've been coming on. They were 7 lights. Oh, this is a big help. They're keeping pace with us.
Above the dark ocean, at least 13 glowing orbs lit up the night sky, spreading apart and slowly drifting toward their boat. Unease quickly turned to panic as the fishermen pushed their vessel to full speed, trying to outrun the strange formation. But the lights appeared to follow, holding their position in the air. Were they military flares, part of a classified experiment, or something not of this earth? Though the men made it back to shore unharmed, the incident left them wondering if they had stumbled into a covert military test, or crossed paths with a true extraterrestrial presence. What do you think they witnessed that night? A fisherman was casting his line along a quiet riverbank when something unusual caught his eye. A dark patch had begun to form on the surface of the water, spreading slowly at first. At a glance, it seemed like nothing more than stirred-up sediment or mud, but the way it expanded felt unnatural. The patch grew steadily, darkening the water in all directions, as if something beneath was churning it up. Uneasy, the fisherman decided not to take any chances. He packed up his gear and moved to another spot. The mystery lingers. Was it simply a natural disturbance, sediment rising from the riverbed, or was something hidden below, stirring in the depths? In the dark, crushing depths of the Tonga Trench, a team of fishermen-turned-explorers captured something extraordinary. Rare footage of the elusive bigfin squid, also known as the Magnapinna squid. This mysterious deep-sea species is almost never seen by human eyes, its remote habitat keeping it hidden from most research efforts. But using specialized underwater equipment, the team was able to observe it in stunning detail. With long, ghostly, translucent arms, stretching an incredible 8 meters, the squid glided silently toward the seafloor base, its movements slow and otherworldly. The rare sight left the crew speechless, granting them a precious glimpse into the hidden world of the deep ocean, and raising the question, what else could be lurking out there? In an entirely different environment, a woman arrived at a frozen lake in South Dakota for a quiet day of ice fishing, only to stumble upon something far more unsettling. Thousands of birds lay frozen in the surface of a lake, their heads eerily submerged beneath the ice. When the footage first appeared online, many viewers mistakenly believed it was filmed in China, sparking wild theories about a sudden instant freeze. However, experts later clarified that the birds were most likely snow geese that had either succumbed to extreme cold or fallen victim to avian flu. Their bodies had floated on the open water until a cold front swept in, gradually freezing the lake over the course of several days, entombing them where they lay. It's a haunting scene to imagine, approaching a frozen lake and finding such a silent, unsettling tableau stretching out before you. This first clip was filmed by a fisherman navigating through treacherous, icy waters. The footage shows a boat forcing its way across a winter sea, surrounded by massive, jagged slabs of floating ice. Powerful waves slam against the vessel's hull, a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the constant danger of operating in such extreme conditions. A group of friends were out enjoying a day on the water when they noticed something strange floating ahead. At first, it just looked like a patch of debris drifting on the surface, but as they drew closer, they realized it was actually a large cluster of jellyfish, dozens of them, all bunched together, barely moving. No one could figure out why they were gathered like that, but the scene gave everyone an oddly uneasy feeling. Then, as quietly as they had appeared, the jellyfish began to drift apart, slipping back beneath the water until the surface was empty once more. To this day, the group still wonders what could have caused such strange behavior. A man decided to take a swim in the Amazon River, not exactly the safest choice, and it didn't take long before he spotted a massive snake gliding nearby. There's an old saying, never swim in the Amazon River, and for good reason. The real threats here aren't always visible from the surface. Giant anacondas, venomous water spiders, bloodthirsty leeches, and strange, undocumented creatures that science has yet to name all lurk beneath. The man in this footage is Paul Rosselli, a seasoned conservationist who has spent years living deep in the Amazon rainforest. He has jungle survival in his blood. But for anyone else, taking this kind of risk is a very bad idea. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.
It is, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we told them to come back up. Oh my gosh.
Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. This lesser-known channel has only uploaded 3 videos so far. Each one follows the same format. Solo treasure hunting, no voiceover, just raw footage of what's discovered along the way. But despite being new, the very first video made quite an impression. While metal detecting in a remote forest area, the creator stumbled across something unexpected. A lone backpack resting in the middle of the woods. Curious, he picked it up. After all, it's not every day you find something like that in such an isolated spot. Inside were 2 tightly sealed trash bags, and what they contained was far beyond ordinary. Hidden within were bundles of cocaine, a firearm wrapped in cloth, a stash of diamonds, and a stack of cash. The contents strongly suggested a connection to serious criminal activity, likely someone involved in the drug trade, who had hidden their valuables deep in the woods, assuming it was safe from discovery. Finding something like this could be either incredibly fortunate or deeply unlucky, because if the person who hid it decides to come back, they probably won't be pleased to find it disturbed. What makes the situation more unsettling is that the creator never contacted authorities. Instead, he chose to tamper with the evidence and leave it behind. For something this serious, that kind of decision raises more questions than answers. Some viewers speculate that the whole thing might have been staged for attention. It's rare and risky for someone to casually tear open bags filled with illegal substances, especially on camera. On the other hand, if it was real, then the creator may have unknowingly put himself in serious danger. Was this a genuine criminal stash discovered by chance, or just a carefully planned piece of content made to go viral? Either way, one thing's certain. Something this shocking isn't easily forgotten. Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. In June 2017, Cindy was on a birthday trip with her family to the Grand Canyon, soaking in the stunning scenery. Like most parts of the canyon, the area was protected by safety railings due to its steep and dangerous cliffs. While enjoying the view, she noticed a barefoot man nearby who appeared to be under the influence. Instead of staying safely behind the barrier, he climbed over it and began walking along the exposed edge of the canyon.
He should come back. Is there anybody that works here? What?
Oh, do not have to get out though. I'm good. Okay. I have to get back up though. That's the issue. Just come back, man.
Just come back.
Oh yeah, I'll come back sometime. Oh, this is fucking beautiful.
It is, but...
Despite people urging him to step back to safety, he continued along the ledge, seemingly unfazed by the danger. Moments later, he reportedly muttered something troubling before losing his balance. In an instant, he slipped and plummeted off the side of the cliff, right before the eyes of stunned onlookers.
Oh shit, is he okay? Oh no, oh no. No. Don't look, don't look. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we told him to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone.
Helicopter is there.
Give me, come on. Oh my gosh.
Dumbass.
Oh my god, baby girl.
Go back here.
Oh my gosh. He's not moving, huh? He's not moving. Hello? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Hello?
Panic followed as witnesses scrambled to call emergency services. A helicopter rescue team was quickly dispatched to the scene. Miraculously, the man survived. His fall was broken just before a second drop, one that would have certainly been fatal. However, his recovery was far from easy. He spent 2 months in a coma, suffering from sepsis due to infections in both of his collapsed lungs. Though he eventually regained mental clarity, his memory remains inconsistent. Some speculate that the man may have underestimated the risk in a moment of impulsiveness, possibly amplified by intoxication. Others see it as a symptom of the growing trend of thrill-seeking behavior in tourist spots, where social media validation can outweigh common sense. Was it a reckless act fueled by alcohol, or a deeper cry for attention gone too far? Either way, one thing is certain. No view is worth risking your life over, especially when the safest vantage point is just a few feet away. The following footage comes from a remote, snow-covered region of Romania. 2 cousins were out driving along an icy back road when their vehicle got stuck in the snow. The one filming, who also happens to run the channel, began recording the moment, partly to poke fun at his cousin's driving skills. At first, everything seemed lighthearted, but as the camera rolled, something unexpected appeared in the distance.
I'm a day, man. Da.
Чуваку. Ce-a fost aia?
Barely noticeable at first, a figure stood silently among the trees, upright, motionless, and clearly watching them. As soon as it seemed to realize it had been seen, the figure suddenly turned and ran into the forest, leaving the pair stunned and genuinely unsettled. Their reaction wasn't over the top or exaggerated, which added to the authenticity of the moment. Whatever they saw, it wasn't part of the plan. Could this have been a rare encounter with the elusive creature known in folklore as Bigfoot? While it's possible the figure was a person in a costume, the setting, weather conditions, and spontaneous nature of the video make staging less likely, though not impossible. So what exactly did they capture on film that day? A prank gone unnoticed by one cousin? Or did they unknowingly record something that's managed to stay hidden in Romania's wilderness for decades? This footage comes from Ethan Price Outdoors, a YouTube channel dedicated to fishing, outdoor exploration, and small river adventures, often filmed in scenic, rural parts of the Midwest United States. On August 10, 2020, the creator and his father were fishing a remote creek in Illinois. The outing started off peaceful. The two made steady progress, landing multiple smallmouth bass and enjoying the tranquility of the landscape. The sound of running water, the shade from overhanging trees, and the occasional excitement of a strong catch. They even noted how surprisingly productive the spot was, with a mix of lures working better than expected. It was a calm, wholesome day of father-son bonding in nature, until everything changed. Without warning.
That's cool. You can still see it swimming too, going downstream. Wow. Okay, so there's a few nice ones in here. All right, back on that grind. All I know is I don't have to pay the tolls.
That's all right. You can fill the gas tank.
That's all right. I'll fill it. Because this was 100% my idea. I do like fishing in the shade, though. That is nice. I would say that this direction was a much better idea than the other direction. There's one. Another little smallmouth. I probably would have skipped over this spot if you wouldn't have stopped here. Yeah, that's the plan. Maybe do that in April. There's another little smallie. There's a good one. Oh, that is a good fish. That is a nice bass. Nice smallie. There we go. Oh no! Yeah, that was probably another one that was around 13, 14 inch range. I can't believe these things are working. Sometimes you got to go back to the basics, I guess. These are the OG lures. That is a ginormous creek chub. There were 3 of them going for it, but I thought it was a smallie, or I'd have not been wasting my time on them. You know it's a big creek chub when you can lip the thing. Holy smokers. There he goes. Best catch of the day.
A man approached them on an ATV and accused them of trespassing. The mood quickly shifted.
Oh, you did not. You went under me. You're good. You gonna catch that fish? Where's your gun range? That scared the crap out of me. Well, that's the first. Well, I guess. Well, good luck. There's no service. That's probably why they're shooting guns. I mean, what are you gonna do? Shoot us? Well, those gunshots, I'm assuming, were the grumpy guy that came down here and told us to beat it. So apparently, you can own the river, and he's calling the police. So no big deal. We were backing out anyways. We're like 2 miles from the truck. So hopefully the police meet us there. We'll see. It'll be good either way. Hey, catching any? A few. It's a little slow, but caught any big ones? Really? Wow, we even fished that. Be careful, there's some clown up there shooting and screaming at people. Apparently we're trespassing if we're in the river. He called the police, or he said he was going to, so. How far up? Probably a mile. Probably no more than that. There's a sign on a tree to the left. We thought it said gun range, but apparently it says, like, we'll shoot you if you come here, so. Aren't people floating the river? I don't know. Yeah, good luck, man. There's a good one. Stay on, stay on. As soon as it hit the water, slammed it. There's a pretty little smallmouth on our way back. Kind of right off that boulder out there. Another little smallie.
Moments later, gunshots rang out in their direction, shattering the peace. Looking toward the riverbank, they saw 3 individuals standing there, one of whom was shouting and visibly agitated. The men claimed they owned the creek, though it was unclear whether the area was private or public. Not wanting to escalate the situation, the YouTuber and his father decided to leave immediately and make their way back to their vehicle, still several miles away. Along the way, they encountered others who had also heard the commotion, further deepening the confusion about land ownership in the area. Despite finishing the day with a few more fish, the encounter left a lasting impact. A relaxing fishing trip had nearly turned into something far more dangerous. The situation highlights the legal gray areas that can exist in rural regions, especially around waterways. In some states, streams and creeks can pass through private land, leading to conflict. But resorting to gunfire as a means of enforcement is reckless and unlawful. Whether the men truly owned that stretch of creek or not, the aggressive response was disproportionate. Would you return to a place like that, knowing someone might be waiting with a weapon? And if this happened to you, alone, deep in the woods, how would you respond? On February 28, 2025, YouTuber Mo Sarge uploaded a solo camping video filmed deep within the Canadian wilderness. It was meant to be another peaceful overnight trip, a remote location surrounded by dense forests, far from civilization. But as the video unfolds, the tone gradually shifts from serene to unsettling.
Truly nowhere. I'm listening in right now. I just heard. It sounded like a woman screaming. Yeah, that was weird. Wasn't even recording. I'm just walking, and it sounded like a woman, like actually screaming like she needed help. It's hard to hear with this thick hat on. That was like really, really scary.
While hiking to a fort he had previously started building, Mo reported hearing what sounded like a woman screaming. At first, he dismissed it as wildlife. But then he stumbled across something unusual.
I still need about probably another half an hour to get to the campsite. And by campsite, I mean the place where I was trying to build like a fort. Oh, what the fuck? Somebody lost a jacket. How do you lose a jacket out here? Hello? Doesn't it look like someone got like pushed or something? It looks like somebody got pushed here. It's like a woman's jacket. Yeah, it's a winter jacket. It's a nice one too. What the hell? Somebody dropped their jacket. And look at this. Yeah, it looks like somebody like fell here. This is like a little bridge. I wonder if somebody under the bridge. Hello? Nope. Yeah, it looks like somebody fell. Yeah, it looks like a big scuffle. Like it literally looks like a big scuffle happened. I wonder if that was... No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think here. I'm like, I wonder if that was like the scream that I heard. I'm gonna leave this hanging. Maybe somebody fell and then they just left without their jacket. I'm gonna leave it hanging right here. That's weird. Such a weird thing to find in the cold winter.
A winter jacket lying on the ground, partially buried in the snow, torn and out of place. The area around the jacket showed signs of a struggle. Snow was disturbed, and a small footbridge nearby looked as if someone had fallen or been pushed. There was no one in sight. Mo decided to leave the jacket hanging nearby in case someone returned to retrieve it. Continuing his trek through the snow, Mo planned to camp for the night. He brought food, a small grill, and basic supplies, but remained distracted by what he'd found.
And it's just, I'm not liking this adventure. This is probably one of the worst ones today. It's just the snow is too deep, and it's, I should have known better than to come here. But it's okay. I've got a lot of work cut out for me. The plan is to camp out and make some food. I got a mini grill, I got a couple of steaks for the night, and I got a sleeping bag in my big bag. Little tiny shovel for me to clear some snow. Only one bottle of water, which I need more than life itself right now. Gonna try and fly my drone. I'm hearing airplanes above. Hopefully this ain't a no-fly zone, because I really want to see if there's somebody out here, because I've been hearing someone screaming, unless it's just somebody messing around. But if there is someone out here, I bet you anything that jacket that I found probably belongs to them. SD card file system error. Of course, there's always something wrong. Of course, anytime I come here, there's always something wrong. Like, I'm not even making this up. SD card error. Like, why? What is wrong with this SD card? It's a brand new SD card. Yeah, let me just show you guys like how vast this forest is. Like, it is massive, and I'm hiking all through this. This is where I am right now. Like, I'm in the middle of this. Holy moly. But I don't, like, there's nothing that's gonna catch my eye right now. Let's see.
Max altitude reached.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody out here. I mean, that doesn't mean that there isn't. I just can't see them on the drone. All right, well, whatever, man. I'm just gonna start cleaning up this fort, clean the snow around, and get my shelter ready for tonight. Make a fire and everything. I gotta collect fire. Well, I mean, there's a lot of firewood. I think I can get it going. So yeah, I will see you guys back. Whew. Okay, that was loud. That sounded like it was close by.
Max altitude reached.
Come on, come down, you stupid drone. That sounded like somebody was nearby.
Landing.
Yeah, that was someone definitely screaming. Yet again. I need to go and investigate that. If somebody is actually out here and they do need help, then let's do our part and help them out. I'm gonna leave this for now and go and see if this lady actually needs help. Came from this area, which obviously is where the creepy haunted dolls are. Hello, ladies. Have you heard of a screaming woman out here? This is so creepy. I hate coming here. Let's keep moving. Oh, Jesus. Jeez, that scared the crap out of me.
He launched a drone to scan the surrounding forest from above, hoping to spot signs of life, but found nothing. Just as he resumed preparing camp, another loud sound echoed nearby, loud enough to draw concern.
Yeah, guys, I just got back to my car, and this guy was just standing on the trail, smoking a cigarette, and he looked really, really stressed and pissed off.
but I don't see a woman anywhere. There's another guy behind me here, but he literally just rolled in. But this guy in the white car looked very fucking suspicious, so I started recording him. Like, he was just standing there looking like he's waiting on someone, and there's literally no one else here. So I don't know, I think this might be our guy. I have no proof of it, but he just looked like he was very pissed. And when I was walking out the trail, he was just walking very, very slowly, like he had just done something wrong. Why is this guy like circling my car? Weird. Maybe this is our guy. What's he doing? What the hell is Buddy doing? Buddy, what are you doing, buddy? Buddy, what are you doing? What the hell is he doing? Oh, he's cleaning up some garbage. Okay, that's nice of him. Or evidence. He just picked up a beer can. Okay, Buddy's not our perp here. I still think it's this dude in the white car. Now he's just sitting there. His car's not even running. It's cold outside. Yeah, no joke, guys. When I was walking out almost near the parking lot, I ran into this guy that was smoking a cigarette, which I told you guys back there I smelled cigarettes, right? And he was just standing literally in the middle of the way, not moving, nothing. And I think I got a recording of him doing that. And then he started going when he realized I was behind him, but he was walking very, very slowly. Almost like in a manner where he had just done something wrong. But there's no woman out here. So I got his plates, C918 Honda Civic. I got his plates, just in case. I think I got his face. I don't know how clear that camera was. I'm gonna drive by him right now and see if there's a woman in the vehicle. That's probably like the best thing to do. All right, here we go. I'm so nervous right now. Let's see if there's a woman in the vehicle, yeah? Yeah, I don't see a woman in the car. What's he doing? He's got clothes back there. Oh, that's weird. Why is Buddy over here running away now? That's so weird. This guy came, picked up a can, and just left. Oh, he's pulling out. Bro, is this guy gonna follow me? I'm gonna pull back in and try to record him. I feel like this may be our guy, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in. Oh wait, he just changed. What the hell? All right, now I look suspicious to him. He just changed where he was parked when that guy left, took off running. What the f is going on around here? Like, actually. So here's what's gonna happen. I don't see a woman anywhere, but it looks like there's a car that maybe crashed, or maybe it's her car. Maybe something happened. What the hell happened here? Oh, is that a woman? Oh my God. That's a woman on the phone. Oh. Maybe something happened to her, but she had clothes on. Hold on, I'm going back. This is crazy. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, this just happened. Like, something literally just happened. I gotta figure out what it is. Let's see if we can get a shot of her face. She's sitting in the tow truck passenger side. Like, her car, maybe it's just a coincidence that there's somebody broken. Yeah, that is a woman. Hi. Are you okay? What the f? Okay, I'm like, this is f***ed up. Dude sitting there in the parking lot. I'm recording this for the cops. Like, something just went down. The parking lot is literally right there, guys. Dude sitting there. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. He's still sitting there. Hold on. Let's see if I can get a glimpse of him. I'm literally gonna sit here and watch this shit. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call the cops, and I'm gonna tell them what I found. I'm gonna send them my footage. If that is the woman, she's okay. And she's wearing clothes somehow. Maybe the tow truck guy gave her clothes, I don't know. That guy looked fucking shady, I'm telling you. He looked fucking shady. My blood is literally boiling right now. Like, I'm really pissed off.
As he investigated further, he found a scarf partially frozen in the snow, stained with what appeared to be dried blood. The unsettling discoveries, paired with the continued distant noises, turned his wilderness retreat into something far more disturbing. Eventually, Mo returned to the parking lot, and that's when things took another strange turn. A man was seen standing alone on the trail, smoking, appearing tense and agitated. Another individual soon appeared and picked up a beer can before walking away. The first man remained parked in a white car, not running the engine despite freezing temperatures. Mo grew suspicious, particularly after noting the man's slow, almost hesitant movements, as if something was weighing on him. Moments later, Mo spotted a woman in the passenger seat of a tow truck nearby. She was on the phone, dressed, and seemingly unharmed. But Mo couldn't confirm if she was connected to the jacket and scarf he'd discovered earlier in the woods. He captured footage of the individuals and their vehicles, submitted the recordings to the authorities, and hoped the woman was safe. However, once the video resumes at home, Mo shares that he never received confirmation about what actually happened. To this day, no official update has ever clarified what unfolded in those woods, or who left those items behind. Some speculate that Mo may have inadvertently arrived at the scene of an emergency just after it occurred, or perhaps even something darker. The blood-stained scarf, the sounds of screaming, and the suspicious behavior of nearby individuals raise more questions than answers. But without a clear link between the woman seen later and the clues found earlier, the case remains open-ended. Was Mo simply in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or did he stumble into something far more sinister? Could the woman have escaped from something, or someone, just minutes before he arrived? Sort of Interesting is a YouTube channel known for its laid-back, cozy approach to wild and stealth camping. Most videos feature peaceful solo outings, gear reviews, and gentle commentary that captures the relaxing side of outdoor life. But on this occasion, what began as a calm solo trip took an unexpected and unnerving turn.
Already today, everything's soaking on the ground. It's forecast 50% chance of rain for every hour until 9 AM tomorrow. My shoes are literally falling apart around my feet, and I couldn't set out until after it had got dark. This sounds like the recipe of a fantastic first ever solo wild camp. I'm Dan Brown, and let's just go and enjoy some nice peaceful calm time in the hills. My backpack for the trip was around 8 kilograms. I packed everything on the inside rather than having the camping rolls on the outside like I normally would, just to be a little bit more low-key and stealthy. I have actually got a backup battery to recharge my head torch and my phone and stuff. However, I'm going to keep my head torch on relatively low settings.
The creator, Dan, set out on what was meant to be his first true solo wild camp. The weather wasn't ideal. Heavy rain earlier in the day had left the ground soaked, and forecasts predicted a 50% chance of rain every hour through the night. Despite worn-out gear and soggy terrain, he pressed on, aiming to enjoy some solitude in the hills. To conserve power, he kept his headlamp on a low setting during the hike, which, combined with the dense woods and his heavy backpack, made progress slow. He mentioned feeling uneasy as dim lighting played tricks on his eyes and ears. Eventually, he stopped to rest and considered cooking a meal using his portable stove.
So I've been walking for about an hour at this point, and it really is amazing the difference that the backpack has made. And also the fact that I'm using a much dimmer light is starting to make me think I'm sure I can hear stuff and see little flashes and that. I'm sure I can't, but I can't be sure in here where I need to be. So yeah, quick backpack rest, and then we're gonna get, in fact I might get the stove out now, find a spot on the way ahead.
But when he briefly switched his light to full beam to scout for a flat rock, things changed.
Get some spooky footage. Dim lights only now. Just shining the torch around on full beam, showing like the woods to the camera. Some car somewhere on a road up there stopped, and I swear a torch shone into the trees, obviously from well above my head, but it's just spooked me a bit. Oh man, my heart is going. I swear the car that I just mentioned pulled up and somebody's got out. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me. I know. This isn't fun, this. I am so stupid. I am the stupidest person. I don't know if you can see that they are literally scanning up and down. Can you see this on the ground? They're literally looking straight at me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm literally crouched. I'm sat on the ground. Right, the camera off. After a while, they finally left, and so I stayed hanging around in the woods for a good while after, just to make sure everybody was definitely gone.
Far up on a road above the woods, a car appeared to slow down, and moments later, a flashlight beam swept through the trees, scanning the forest. It wasn't just a glance. The light lingered and searched, eventually pointing directly at his location. Whether it was a coincidence or something more intentional wasn't clear, but the situation quickly escalated in tension. He immediately turned off his light and dropped to the ground, hiding silently as the flashlight continued to sweep the forest. After a prolonged wait in silence and darkness, the vehicle finally departed. Dan remained in place a while longer, making sure the person was truly gone, before choosing to leave and hike away in the opposite direction, a decision likely made out of caution. There are a few possible explanations for what happened. The driver may have seen a light deep in the woods and grown curious, perhaps thinking it was something strange or supernatural, or they may have believed someone was lost and needed help. But there's also the more unsettling possibility that someone spotted a lone camper and had more sinister intentions. Whatever the case, it's a reminder of how vulnerable you can be when camping alone in isolated places. What would you have done in that moment? Hide, confront, or flee? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.
All right, get back up.
On that water? Yeah, I have video of it. He went down there, ran across the water, and went back up, and he's probably somewhere up in this area. What? Whoa! Whoa!
Fishing is peaceful until something drags you in. These 30 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, reveal the dark side of a simple day on the water. Let's dive in. You won't believe what happens next to this fisherman. This kid's usually pulling off some wild stunts, stuff like spearfishing and diving for shells. But this time, the tables turned. Right after tossing his catch onto the boat, a blacktip reef shark launched itself straight at him. The young legend made it out unharmed and says the shark was just going for the fish, not him. Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. A lone fisherman was out paddling his canoe far from shore when his biggest fear became real. A shark showed up and began circling his boat. He did his best to hold it off, and luckily he made it back to land unharmed. Michelle Haywood headed out for a routine morning swim off the coast of Cape Town, expecting nothing more than a refreshing start to her day. But the ocean felt strange, darker, warmer, and unusually foamy. Even the taste of the water seemed off.
Let's go swimming! I don't know if you guys can see the rainbow. Probably not. Don't even feel the cold.
After uploading a video of her swim, viewers quickly pointed out the disturbing truth. She had unknowingly swum through raw sewage. What she thought was sea foam was actually E. coli contamination.
There's a beautiful tone of that E. coli on your face.
I was playing in the foam.
It's not foam, it's E. coli. It looks beautiful. It's a nice color. What do you call that?
It's like more salty than usual.
I think we call it the inner self. The inner self, E. coli. There we go. It's beautiful. That's it.
It was fun.
Talk about bonding with people in the sun there. That's beautiful.
I'm like seriously shivering now from the cold water, but look how bad this looks.
Her casual remarks about the water's color and saltiness took on a far more horrifying meaning in hindsight. Though Michelle walked away unharmed, the experience was deeply unsettling. A peaceful swim had turned into a disgusting nightmare, and a viral cautionary tale. While out fishing in Florida, a confrontation broke out.
You know there's no fishing on this property, right?
Hey, how about we try the business on my money?
Oh, really? Oh, bastard.
Hey, what is wrong with you?
I like people who follow the goddamn rules. I mean, that's what's wrong. Call cops. I'm going to. And go down to the office.
A woman approached a man, furious that he was fishing on what she claimed was restricted property. Without warning, she tried to push him into the water. The man barely flinched, staying calm as the bizarre encounter unfolded in just a few seconds. Thankfully, no one was hurt. But it raises the question, how would you have responded if someone came at you like that? Back in 2017, 3 fishermen in Greenland faced a terrifying close call. While out near Karen Fjord, the unthinkable occurred.
There you go.
A huge section of the mountain broke off and plunged into the sea. Moments later, a powerful tsunami formed and raced toward them. The waves slammed the coast, but luckily, they survived. A shark slammed into the rear of his kayak. His response? Strangely calm, like it wasn't his first time. The kayak rocked from the impact, but fortunately, it stayed upright. Sarah Bryn was enjoying a quiet afternoon of fishing off a dock in Myrtle Beach when she snagged what felt like a solid 5-pound channel bass. But just as she began reeling it in, chaos erupted.
Oh, he's got no line. That wheel line.
Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus Christ! It's all mine! It's all mine! Get it!
Shit, it's
Son
a
of a
shark!
bitch! It's a shark!
It's a shark! A shark! It's a big ass shark!
It's on your pole, baby. Keep reeling. Keep reeling.
Oh God!
Oh, I got that on camera.
Did you have it on camera?
Woo! Oh. You should have seen that shark.
Out of nowhere, a large shark lunged from the water, stealing the catch right off her line. She could hardly believe what she'd just witnessed, shaking with adrenaline. What started as a peaceful fishing trip turned into an unforgettable shark encounter. A group was fishing in the Florida Everglades when one man stood at the edge of the boat, tossing fish into the water. Moments later, the surface shifted. Something massive was lurking below.
2 seconds. Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Before anyone could react, a huge shark exploded out of the water and latched onto his arm. Luckily, it released him seconds later, and his friends dragged him back onto the boat. Shaken but alive, the group made a quick decision. They were done fishing for the day. In Ukraine, a fisherman spotted a young boy stranded on a drifting block of ice in the middle of a freezing river. With no time to waste, he acted quickly, casting his fishing line toward the boy, who managed to grab hold. The fisherman then slowly reeled him in, guiding him carefully toward the shore.
Не бойся, не поворачивайся, смотри на меня смотри, на меня. Все нормально, жив-здоров.
Все точно, все хорошо.
Все, он уже возле берега, уже все. Так, кто-то там полегче есть, чтобы руку ему подать, чтобы не упал. Ну вот и все. А вот сейчас ремня тебе дать бы.
The tension was high, but the boy stayed calm, following instructions the entire way. Thankfully, the rescue worked. He made it back to land safely, without even getting wet. A group of friends was enjoying a calm day out on the water when things suddenly took a chaotic turn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
All right, get up the bow. Get up to the bow.
Get up in the bow.
Get up to the bow. You okay? All right. Woo. I don't know what we're gonna do about this. Dan. Need some help over here. Holy moly.
Out of nowhere, a whale leapt straight into their boat, stunning everyone on board. Panic set in as they scrambled for balance and tried to figure out what to do.
Rick, got a mayday? Mayday, mayday. Hey, Z-Man, come over here and give me help. Mark, Z-Man, mayday. We're coming. It's all right, we're good.
They called out to nearby fishermen for help, working together to safely return the whale to the sea. Thankfully, no one was hurt, human or animal. But it was a powerful reminder that when you're out on the water, the unexpected can happen in an instant. While magnet fishing in a swamp, this man stumbled upon something far beyond what he expected.